It's time for Tiger Talk featuring Stan Stevens and head coach Bryson Barnes. Heard prior to all Salem Tiger football games. And now Tiger Talk on 1340 KSMO.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Bryson Barnes, and Coach Salem Tigers put together a very good game plan last week. Came out, kept the ball on the ground, passed the ball when needed, got some much-needed touchdowns, and played some pretty good defense. Coach, you had to be pretty proud of the boys last Friday night.
Yeah, 100%. It was nice to finally, get 4 quarters put together. I mean, didn't have to punt the entire game offensively. So, when you're able to do that, I mean, things are going well for you. Defense, flew around, made plays. Again, offense, just huge explosion plays like we talk about every week. So, yeah, it was really fun to see the success, all the work we put in to see it pay off, and it was awesome to see the whole team happy.
You like to see the final totals, but I like the recognition that I saw of the players when the holes came in and they'd slow down and they'd find a way to make that extra yardage. Coach, I think it's called maturity, isn't it?
Yeah, no, for sure. Again, that comes with that experience, like we talk about, and that game experience. And again, the backs did a great job, patiently running. O-line played their tail off, all across the board. So, really good execution all the way around.
One of the best games I think I've seen Garrett Connell play. He looked a lot more relaxed, Coach, for whatever reason. He was reading plays very well. The option play, even though he did a really good job of faking off one defender as he started to come at him, looked like he's going to pitch the ball, kept it himself, took it for I think 20-something yards. And Coach, when you see plays like that, all that practice and all that work you've done away from the field as well as on the field all starts to pay off, doesn't it?
Yes, he played a great game. I mean, 171 yards on the ground, two passing touchdowns. Again, every drive he was picking a play for us. And I know defensively he had interception as well. So it was awesome to see him really in his element. And like you said, I think he was really relaxed and kind of felt like he had control. So it was good all the way around.
So when you look at the beginning of this game, the way the Tigers kind of just took charge and started out on the ground game, and you look at the way Connell was running like a madman. He was just running it at will. And now when they give the ball to Jimmy Barton, a little different type of runner, not that big power, strong runner, but Jimmy's strong enough as it is himself, but he's got that lickety-quick speed. Coach, it looked like you had Willow Springs totally baffled by trying to figure out a way to stop that Tiger run game.
Yeah, we really liked the outside runs last week. We thought that was going to be a really good strength, and so that's why we were able to hit with Connell a few times there to start us off, and then you kind of complement that with Jimmy up the middle, and at that point we tell which way it's going to go. So yeah, it was a great matchup for us. Both backs bring different skill sets to the table, power, finesse, and you combine those together, it's going to make us pretty successful.
And when you start the game like you did, quickly moving down the field and scoring that early touchdown, Coach, it had to just be uplifting on the entire bench after what you've been through the first few games.
Oh, yeah. We touched on that too last week. Our goal was to start fast, gain the momentum, and then, don't give it back. And, I think for the most part we did that. There were a few plays here or there we gave up, but starting fast like that is what you want to do every time. That sets the tone to the opponent, and if you execute it right, it can pay dividends.
And even though sometimes they looked like they were keying on Garrett, he was able to follow his blocks and get the necessary yardage. And, Coach, when you start to see that kind of display by your players waiting for that block, and I watched Jimmy kind of stutter step between the line one time when he put on a little burst of speed, stopped, and then started again and went in for a touchdown. Coach, when you see that, you're realizing these players are understanding exactly what you're trying to do on the practice field.
Right. No, exactly. Again, I think that's 100%. Everyone working together in unison. And with a lot of those runs, too, I thought out wide he blocked really well. Kaufman, Luke Campbell, Jimmy, quarterback design runs. Jimmy lead blocking was awesome. Colin Haven, they all, again, played a part out wide, able to allow us to move the ball outside down the field. So, again, everyone doing their job, and we can be pretty successful.
Explain maybe to our listeners how important it is to seal off those ends to get around those ends on a long sweep of trying to go wide or getting inside that defensive end and maybe opening up that hole. It's key to your running game, isn't it, Coach?
Oh yeah, inside and outside runs. If you can get past the first level, especially outside like you wanted to last year, you get that DN or outside backer, depending what the front is, you get that guy hooked, and you're instantly going to look at about a 4 to 5 yard gain at a minimum. And if you get your athletes to that second, third level, again, that's the mismatch. We want Garrett on a safety. We want Jimmy on a safety, on a corner, on a will side linebacker. So again, you get those guys hooked, you get past that first level, and it's going to be a really good play.
I think one of the key game plays of that first half, Coach, was the Tigers going in for that touchdown with just 20 seconds left. We've seen it go the other way so many times already this year, and to get that pass from Connell to Gover, and he gets that touchdown with 10, 15 seconds left, 20 seconds left. Coach, I had to make you feel pretty good because that is where the Tigers had been struggling, and it looked like they took a big step forward.
Yes, and when we were put in that situation, I told them before we ran out there, I said, guys, this is our turn now. We're usually on defense in every game so far in that situation, and I said, it's our turn now. We're on offense. Let's go score. And we got, I think, down there about a minute 40, minute 30, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So, it's perfect 2-minute mode. Very smart. We got down there inside the red zone when we didn't get out of bounds. We spiked it. Again, smart by them, flying around, getting to the ball, getting lined up. Good execution, good passes. I mean, everything was exactly how you want it on that drive.
And then when you go into the second half, and Willow's going to come out at you with everything they got, to hold them off, play some good defense, get the ball back, and then with a little over 4 minutes left in that third quarter, Jimmy blows away these guys. I mean, it goes right between two defenders all the way in the end zone. Coach, had to be very impressive to watch on the bench how he just blew past those guys.
Oh, yeah, and again, O-line blocked their tail off, and that makes Jimmy's job a lot easier. So if we can keep that going this week versus a really good physical growth team, we'll be in the right spot.
And then the Tigers wanted to put a little bit of sugar in the icing and put it on top of that cake with that pass from McConnell to Campbell for that 11-yard touchdown, and that had to make you feel pretty good. You can probably start relaxing a little bit, right, Coach?
Yeah, right there towards the end, they were really starting to stack the box on us. We're trying to set up a few runs. We like that. We like that half play versus their look, and able to execute a great throw by Garrett right down the seam to Luke, and that was all she wrote on that one. So it was a great way to go out, great way to end the game there.
So, Coach, let's talk about it. Few penalties, few turnovers, good running, good passing. Could you have asked for more in this game against the Willow Springs Bears from your Salem Tigers?
No, I would have liked no fumbles at all. We still had one.
Right.
And now what we talked about was, though, we were one, and then we had their interception, so we were 1 for 1, and
right.
we won the game.
You're
so
even.
Far, that we've been negative.
Right.
We've been the ones with more turnovers. So I made sure to point that out, guys. If we're at least even, we had a lot better chance to win the game. So, but still, 1 turnover is too many. But no, other than that, I mean, I thought we did pretty much what we wanted to last week.
And if you get 300-plus yards in rushing every game, I think you're going to be pretty much unstoppable, Coach.
I would say that would be the goal.
When we come back, we're going to talk about the defensive side of the Tiger ball against the Willow Springs Bears when we return on Tiger Talk right after this.
Okay. It's crispy, juicy, tender.
Progressive Ozark Bank is a community bank with a full line of banking products and services. We offer loans, checking, savings, and a variety of insurance products and other financial services. Serving the Salem and Dent County areas for over 50 years, we pride ourselves on providing our clients with progressive, convenient, and modern banking options like mobile banking, online banking, bill pay, and mobile deposits. Come on home to Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured and equal housing lender, where people matter, where you matter.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens along with Coach Bryson Barnes and Coach of Salem Tiger defense, probably at the top of its game against the Willow Springs Bears. They played a very good defense. The Bears had some pretty good plays as well, but when it came right down to it, we had a goal line stand. The Tigers held their ground, forced Willow Springs to turn the ball over on downs, and then away they win. And you can see it in the way the Tigers played the rest of that game. I thought the Tigers were on top of their game. I thought their defense was tough. I thought the line was working well, and I thought enough pressure on the quarterback to make him feel just antsy enough to try and force some passes in. Coach, with all that going for you, it was let's put it this way, a recipe for success.
Yes, the defense did a really good job controlling the middle, really controlling the gaps with the interior D linemen and linebackers filling. We're able to kind of force more things outside. We missed a few tackles here or there, but you get to that goal line situation where, if they scored there, I mean, that would have been a big point in the game, and we were able to keep them out of the end zone. Again, that was a really short 4th and short. I think it was under 1. So, again, I mean, that was just great execution. Give us the ball back, and that ultimately led to another score for our offense. So defense has been doing a really good job, especially versus the run.
And Willow Springs got some very good athletes. That Ferguson boy, he can run the ball very well. And as far as pass receiving is concerned, the Kohler boy, he was outstanding. So, Coach, you had some formidable foes on the other side. I think sometimes people think by a score, oh, Salem walked all over these guys. That really wasn't the case. Willow Springs was a tough team.
Yeah, again, they had a few really good playmakers, and they definitely have done some good things this year for Willow for sure. And we were able to recognize that throughout the week, prepare for it, and again, really great job executing all the way around on defense, secondary, all the way down with the D linemen.
And when you feel that way, when the team gets on that roll, when you got that goal line stop, you start going the other way, does it feel like it's a roller coaster going down the hill when you start to feel that team coming against you, like the Tigers are pushing on the Bears and pushing them back and pushing them back? It didn't seem like they had an answer, Coach.
Yeah, again, there comes a point in that game, especially from our perspective. We're able to run the ball pretty much how we want, really have control, not able to really call a bad play, right? Everything can be getting you 3, 4, 10, 15 yards, somewhere in there. And again, you get that going, everyone gets confident, and it kind of circles all the way across the board.
And when your defense is good, your offense is good. Isn't that right? Isn't that the old adage for a coach to talk about?
Oh, yeah, they both look a lot better.
The best offense, a good defense, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and when you look at a team like this, and I see Willow Springs Bears, yeah, they're a growing team. They have a limited amount of players, but I'm going to tell you something. We play good, and I thought in this game particularly, Coach, I know our extra points aren't exactly what we would like it to be, but I wanted to say this about our kick return teams and the punt return teams. Not so much the punt return teams in this game, but the kickoff return teams did a good job of shutting Willow Springs down before they got, I'll call, multiple yards on their return. I thought they did a good job, especially on that first wave, Coach.
Oh, yeah. No, kickoff for sure was something we practiced every day last week. It's something we've done again every single day this week, making sure we're getting down, staying in our lanes, covering down, being aggressive at the point of attack. I thought special teams did a great job, for the most part, besides extra points. So, again, really good job with them, and that's something we worked on. So it's nice to see, when that work pays off in the game.
Improvement every week, Coach, and now we're getting to where it's almost crunch time. Those last 2-3 games of the season, that's when you want to see the fruits of your labor and what you put in for all summer and into the fall. Now every practice comes showing up at a game. You did this in practice, you've excelled at it, and now you're ready to put it in motion in the game. And, Coach, that's what the Tigers did against Willow Springs. You're going to have to do the same thing against Mountain Grove.
Right. I mean, Grove is a really good team this year. They really took care of Liberty last week. When I watched Grove on film, I mean, we talked about it, the coaches and players, and they're just, physical. They have a lot of size, I feel like, especially defensively in their box. Their front 7 D-line linebackers. So, Grove's going to be a really tough opponent. So, again, like you said, start early and, ultimately execute just how we did last week. We proved that we can do it. So now let's go out there and do it again.
When we come back, we're going to talk about tonight's senior night against Mountain Grove when we return. This is Tiger Talk on KSMO Radio. Back in a moment.
Check out these specials at Napa Auto Parts Store right here in Salem. Heavy-duty cloth-like shop towels for $3.99. Peak full-strength long-life antifreeze coolant, $12.49 a gallon. Napa Exact Fit rear wiper blades as low as $10.99. A 3M headlight restore kit for $14.99 and Max Thermo 8 only $2.29. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store, 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem for more Napa savings.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens along with Coach Bryson Barnes. We mentioned it's senior night tonight, and we've got a lot of seniors on this year's team, and they will be saluted before the game. And it's always nice to take that time to salute each and every individual player, whether they are a star, whether they're second team, third team, whether the water boy, whether they keep stats or whatever. Every person is a part of the team, and Coach, it's a good night to salute every one of those who have given time to their school for their senior night.
Yeah, again, all the seniors this year, I mean, especially how big of a group we have. I mean, everyone plays a role every single day, and they've always played a role with all their time here. So, being able to recognize them. I mean, and it's hours and hours of work that they put in every single week, and they've done that, for years. So it's a really big group. They've stuck together, and to get that win last week will definitely give us a lot of momentum coming into this week's senior night. And we've been practicing to go off at home, go out the right way. So we're really excited to honor them and to get to recognize, them for all their hard work.
And so Mountain Grove Panthers come into town, and this has always been a very, very formidable foe for the Salem Tigers. And Mountain Grove and Salem football, I mean, you talk about true SCA smash mouth football. Coach, these two teams, I guess you could say, are prototypical of what that would be all about.
Yeah, no, exactly like you said. I mean, last year we had a really close game with them. Really good football game all the way down to the end. We were able to get the win, and so this year, I expect to be one of those grinded out football games, back and forth, going 12 rounds. And ultimately, it's going to be that last man standing, I think, and who's going to be the toughest, most physical. And I think the line of scrimmage will prove to be very, very important again this week.
What kind of offense is Mountain Grove got this year? They've always been pretty strong on the ground, but every now and then they like to seem to put that ball up in the air, and every now and then, every year here and there, they seem to come up with some good receivers that if you let them go, they're going to get behind you and they're going to create havoc. So what can we expect this week from Mountain Grove?
Yeah, this year, really, based off the film that we've been able to watch, Grove has really thrown the ball a lot more than typical. And so, but they have the athletes out wide to do it. They have a really good power running game, though, pulling guards. They have, motions in the backfield with receivers coming across formation, and typically that will kind of hint where the play is going to go. But again, really, they kind of run that ball inside a few times, try to lull you to sleep, and then they're going to take a shot. Really good short intermediate passes, some RPOs here and there. Again, they kind of are pretty balanced, I'd say, but definitely throwing the ball a lot more this year than usual. But again, their quarterback has a really strong arm as well.
But as you mentioned, though, without a complementary ground game to go with that, then you can, if you don't have that, you can pin your ears back and go after that quarterback. But you can't do that if their ground game is substantial enough that you've got to be careful that you don't overrun that ground game and let them to get big gainers on you by trying to get to the quarterback.
Right, exactly. I mean, the goal is always to control the run game, take care of business there, to try and force, multiple throws. That's always the goal. If we can get them, make them one-dimensional, that's what you always want as a defense.
And defensively, they like to hit. Mountain Grove has always liked to hit, and they like to try and stop the run game. Is that the key for the Salem Tigers in this game against Mountain Grove, Coach, the run game?
Yeah, again, I think if we can control that, I think that will be ultimately, what we want. But again, they have really good skill players defensively and offensively out wide. So I think they're a really well balanced team. I think it's actually a night and day difference from their team last season. And so again, they're going to be a really good opponent. So I'm excited for our matchup across the board.
All right, Coach. The best of luck tonight against the Mountain Grove Panthers at SCA play. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you. See ya.
Stay tuned. Tiger football. It is next.
You've been listening to Tiger Talk, heard before every Salem Tiger football game with Stan Stevens and head coach Bryson Barnes.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Live on Twitch, streaming on YouTube, posting on Facebook. It's KSMO. Tonight's broadcast of Salem Tiger football is being brought to you by our proud sponsors, that include the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, Duncan Family Chiropractic, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Edward Jones, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Tax Masters, American Family Insurance, Calvin Malone Agent, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Healthy Dent County, Town and Country Insurance, Southtown Furniture, Hometown Processing, and State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent. Thanks to these sponsors, it's now time for Salem Tiger Sports, right here on KSMO.
SCA play tonight at Salem, and Rick, this is an old rivalry. And these two teams like to play good old-fashioned SCA smash mouth football. And let's see if that's what we're going to see tonight, because usually these two teams come out there, and this is usually one of the hardest hitting games of the year for the Salem Tigers and probably the Mountain Grove Panthers, I'd say.
You're right. I mean, that's that was a that was even a big rivalry even back when I played, Stan, and that and it hasn't changed throughout the years. I mean, these two teams, typically, like I say, they get along, but they don't like each other, and they come out here and they just want to annihilate both teams, want to do it. But let's just see. Let's play some good, clean football and have some fun, and let's just see what happens.
Colin Haven will kick it off as Mountain Grove lost the toss. Salem deferred, and so they drop back number 3, Drew Vaughn, deep on the right side, and on the left side it'll be Holland Glenn. And again, Colin Haven to kick off for the Salem Tigers. Those are the deep men for Mountain Grove in their burgundy pants and white jerseys. Tigers in their all navy blue. And that ball hits. It goes into the end zone, and almost out of the end zone for Mr. Colin Haven. A touchback, and Mountain Grove will have the ball 1st and 10 out at the 20-yard line. So, Rick, we expect, from what Coach Bryson said, we expect this team actually to pass a little bit more than Mountain Grove teams in the past.
Yeah, I'd say that, like you said. I mean, they're going to mix it up and see what they can how they can tackle this. This Tiger defense, and let's just see if they, if they elect to, come out and do something totally different than we're used to seeing from Mountain Grove. They want to come out and throw the ball, or they want to try to pound it and see if Salem can stop them.
But the key still for Mountain Grove, I believe, is going to be their ground game. What they can do on the ground will dictate if they have to throw the ball or if they just elect to throw the ball.
True.
Tyson Elliott, that quarterback, takes his spins, rolls around, looks to throw on the first play, goes deep, downfield, man wide open, but he overthrows him. Getting open down there was Vaughn. He was wide open. Drew got behind the Tiger defenders, but actually had 2 guys out there.
Yeah.
And you look down there, and Holland Glenn was right with them.
Just looked like there's 2 guys. Scan. They were just on a fly pattern. It was just throw it up there and see what happens. That was kind of what it looked like, because one guy running on the sidelines and one guy running down the middle of the field, and there was nothing to it except for just a fly pattern on both of them.
And yet the throw just kind of drifted out of bounds, and it was still a little bit overthrown. So 0 for 1 is Glenn early on, I should say, for Tyson Elliott. He'll hand that ball off and trying to find a little bit of a seam and getting, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 yards. I'm saying 2 or 3 because I didn't know where he's going to spot it.
Exactly.
That's Isaiah Hellebush. And I'm going to call it a gain of 3, 3rd down 7. The one official is kind of walking at an angle. I'm thinking, I don't know where he's going to spot that ball.
Hey, just walk up there and put it down. Let's go.
Sometimes I almost believe that's true, Rick. It's near here, right?
I just put it down there. That's close enough.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
We've
So
seen
Elliott,
that before. Yeah.
Again, Hellebush is the single setback. They have 3 receivers in the pattern, 2 in a slot. And getting ready to throw and getting no pressure. Right now he is getting pressure. And down goes Elliott after a gain of 2. He couldn't find anybody open. And for the Salem Tigers getting in there,
71.
number 71 for Salem. And
Travis
that
Fulton.
is Travis Fulton. He's
good
the one that
job.
wrapped him up. But he absolutely, you got to give a lot of credit to defensive backs, Rick.
Exactly.
They
There was
had
nowhere to go with that football,
Nowhere to go.
Stan. You're right.
good defense. So dropping back, looks like the punt will be Braden Hangley. He'll stand back at his own 12. The Tigers stop Mountain Grove in their first possession. It's 4th and 6. But you can't trust Mountain Grove.
True.
Kick is off. Kaufman will watch it bounce, and
Leave
he's
it
just
alone.
going to let it roll,
Yep.
and it'll stop dead about the 36-yard line, where Salem will take over 1st and 10 on offense. So last week, Rick, Tigers rushing offense came to life. We had 2 rushers with over 150 yards. You got that. You got the touchdowns on the ground. Connell was good in the air. 1 turnover in the game. Few penalties.
Yeah, kind of cut a lot of mistakes out that the Salem Tiger bunch had been making throughout the year. And then, last week we kind of shored up a bunch of that stuff. Let's just hope that we continue to do that this week.
So Connell will have with him Campbell and Barton behind him. Campbell immediately to his left and back to throw. Throwing a screen pass very quickly, but well read by Mountain Grove as Campbell took it down, but he got stopped for a loss of 2. They let the lineman rush in on him, but unfortunately for Salem, the linebackers
didn't go anywhere, did they?
No, they were right there.
They were there.
Nobody cleared out. So
it's like they knew the play, huh?
It
almost
kind of like
looked
they were in
like
the
it,
huddle.
yeah.
They were very.
They knew what that was coming. It act like. Yeah.
Or put it this way, they were very quick to react to
the screen. You're exactly right.
Single setback is Barton. Connell gets it, looking to throw again. Has time, now wants to run to the outside. He's got some running room. Turns the corner, goes upfield for a gain of about 6 near the 40-yard line. I thought he might try and go a little wider, Rick.
I thought he would, kind of keep it on the outside. He kind of cut that back, and I thought he had a little bit more room out on the outside.
But he gets about 6. That's still 3rd down. We're going to call a long 5.
Okay.
9 minutes to go, first quarter. Salem Tiger defense shut down Mountain Grove on their first possession. Now let's see if the Tigers can capitalize on a 3rd and about 5.5. In the eye. Fakes giving it to Barton. Now quick throw out. Caught there by Campbell for the first down and more. As he'll get across the 45 to 50-yard line, I believe. Actually, they're going to spot him in Mountain Grove territory. Couldn't see where he ran out of bounds. And it'll be a gain of about 9.
Okay.
And a first down. Well, make it 8, Rick. They actually put him down to 48. So first down of the game. A nice little flip pass. Out to Campbell. He took it.
Just come out of the backfield and run out the flat, and that's where he hit him.
As Campbell was set up in a slot. A little down and in, and he was wide open.
He was.
Flip outside to Barton. Barton down the left side, turns that corner and dives forward for about 7 right in front of the Salem Tiger bench. His knee may have gone down a little earlier than that. Let's see where they spot that down. It's going to be probably close to the 42. So it'll be a game pretty close to that 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. We have seen those pitchbacks be somewhat disastrous this year for Salem.
Yeah, be careful, yeah.
That one was right on the money. Caught Barton in flight. Haven coming wide to the right side. Cobbin wide to the left. In the eye. The Tigers will hand it off to Barton. Barton has a big hold on the sideline. Has the first down and more, and will go out of bounds somewhere around the 25, I believe, Rick.
Looks like that's where I've seen the one official stand. You're right.
17-yard gain and a first down by the Tiger running back. That was a little bit of a different handoff for the Salem Tigers.
Almost dropped the snap.
Well, he did,
but it got to where it needed to go.
A little bit of a different location to hand the ball off. Yep. Usually Tigers do it deep in the backfield. That one was a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line of Mountain Grove. Coffin wide to the right side. Haven wide to the left. In that eye again. Campbell the up man. Give it to Campbell. Campbell has a big hole and gets about 6 yards. They're going to put him down at the 18. That'll be a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Right off the left tackle. Rick, he got a heck of a block.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they that left side of that offensive line stand opened that up for him, and that was a nice job by Luke to get it up in there.
You know, what kind of is unfair is if Mountain Grove got some earlier video of Salem this year, they didn't really see the Salem Tigers.
After no practices, quarantines, and all that.
With all the quarantines. Hand off to Barton. Barton gets hit right at the line of scrimmage. The ball comes out. That should be late.
He's down. Yeah. Head referee's got him down, Stan.
Not much, if any, gain, Rick. Maybe a foot or 2. It'll bring up 3rd down, still about 3.
Okay.
he got met. I believe that big number 78 of Mountain Grove just stood him straight up, Devin Barbie.
Woo.
I mean, stood him straight up. And he's a big boy, Barbie is.
Yes.
6'2", 343. I mean,
you can't miss him out there, Stan.
343 pounds.
And right in the middle?
Right in the middle, exactly. So an imbalance line to the right side of the Salem Tigers. They go in the eye again, and Connell keeps it himself up the middle, almost breaks through, still on his feet, still driving. Connell gets down to about the 5. Whew. He broke one tackle, spun around, and then tried to almost break 2. And they just wouldn't let him go.
Wow.
But Rick, he took it down to the 4-yard line.
Wow.
And that's a gain of 16. The Salem Tiger first down and first and goal to go.
Wow.
That was a heck of a run.
Yeah, Garrett wasn't going to be denied, was he?
Well, once he got through that first layer, those linebackers got a hold of him, but they couldn't bring him down.
I'm not going down easy. Yeah.
Connell's going to go under center. Close to the goal line. From the 4. Connell keeps it himself. Same play. Connell very close.
He's in.
He's in for the touchdown. Connell does exactly the same play. Goes in from 4 yards out, and the Salem Tigers here in the first quarter go up 6-0.
Nice job by Garrett that time, Stan. He kind of waited for his blocks, and he kind of just turned it up in there. And I don't even think he got touched, maybe about the 1 yard line, and he went on in the rest of the way.
Now comes the interesting part, the extra point.
Let's hit this.
This has just been tough. Caden DuBois in to hold for him. Bradley Gover will try that extra point. Snap is back, and the kick.
That looks
good. Actually looks
It
good.
looks good. It is good.
Gover drills it through, and the Salem Tigers go up by a score of 7-0 over the Mountain Grove Panthers. It might have been a little wake-up call for Mountain Grove, Rick. As I mentioned, any earlier video they may have gotten of Salem, they're not seeing the Salem Tiger team we saw last week.
Yeah, you're right. Because you talked to Coach Barnes about that. He said, if you look at how far the Salem Tigers were behind because of the quarantine. They got no jamboree, they got no first game, and they still had kids quarantined all the way into the following week. So hopefully the kids are getting healthy. They're kind of maybe coming together a little bit than what we've seen earlier in the year.
Do want to remind everybody that we are streaming on Facebook and YouTube, and we do have our Twitch stream back up now. So we apologize.
If you're
Twitch
if you're there, like I say,
they kind of threw us a knuckle curve, and you
need to reset.
They reset all the stream keys. Okay. Thank you.
Hopefully everything's up and working now, folks.
Yeah. So if you like to stream on Twitch, you may go back to that now or listen to us on KSMO or on YouTube or on Facebook. We hope you're enjoying the game. Very good first drive for the Salem Tigers. Rick didn't take many plays either.
No, it didn't.
With 5:36 to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, about 9 plays. Yeah.
Haven will kick it off. Again, they'll put Vaughn to the right and Glenn to the left. And this kick comes down. It will be taken by Vaughn. Vaughn at the 10, 15, 20. Runs into his own guy.
Good job.
Taken down there by the kicker, Haven, doesn't he?
Yeah. Nope, number 9.
Sorry, that was Eli Newman. Excuse me.
Eli got him.
Well, I saw Haven running up, but he was still. I looked up, he was still way back here.
Yeah,
So
it was Eli. Nice job. Get him down. See if the defense can do it again, Stan.
All right, so Tyson Elliott will lead the Panthers back out there. Elliott with Hellebush with him in that backfield. Turns in that inside handoff. It's been trouble for the Salem Tigers in the past. And Mountain Grove will get a nice gain out of that one by number 21. And that's Holland Glenn coming off the slot. We watched him do that for years, Rick, and that's a 6-yard gain.
Okay.
It'll be 2nd down and 4.
We have seen that a lot, haven't we?
They used to line up a little closer in on the slot.
Yeah.
And they used to get that handoff usually more on the inside, right behind the line of scrimmage.
Usually it was not that deep.
Oh, yeah. It was used to be really tight. And I'm sure they probably still have that in their arsenal. Elliott to Hellebush trying to get to the outside. He's got some running room, and he's going to get the first down and more out near the 40. Kind of waited for the blocks to emerge, and some pretty good offensive line work there by the Mountain Grove Panthers, a gain of about 7. Mountain Grove's first down of the game.
Yep.
I was kind of surprised when they came out throwing the ball, Rick, but the way we've been seeing teams lately and they come out throwing, Thayer, Ava, teams that threw 2 passes all year.
Stuff you don't expect.
Yeah.
Expect the unexpected, huh? Yeah.
You never know. Again, double slot formation. And again, they give it up to
Nice job.
the running back number 21, Howland Glenn, coming off that slot on the right side. Howland Glenn, a junior, a 6-footer, weighs 160 pounds.
Garrett Connell read that when Stan come up and made the stop there.
Second down, we're going to call it 10, no gain. So good read by the Salem Tigers. Vaughn will go wide to the right. And they go trips to the left. Hellebush in the backfield as Elliott wants to throw. Looking for that screen. Throws it out that way to Glenn. Glenn gets hit and thrown down behind the line of scrimmage. Connell again read the play. You kind of wonder if he's kind of getting a read on Glenn.
It,
you know, maybe he's just his kind of shadow out there.
I've kind of seen a little film on you.
Yeah. Third and still 10 for Mountain Grove with 3:25 in the first quarter and counting. 7-0 Salem Tigers on a nice run by our quarterback, Mr. Connell, from 4 yards out. Now they go trips to the right side. Salem looks like they want to blitz. They do get some pressure through, and they set up the screen, and the Tigers read it, and they put him down. Bryce Stencil with a catch, but he goes nowhere. He gets thrown for a 1-yard loss.
Okay. Nice job, defense.
I think it was a pretty good call by Mountain Grove, seeing that the Tigers were going to blitz, Rick, and then they're going to throw the screen behind them. But the Tigers kept guys back, and the linebackers read it well.
They read it well. Yeah, like I say, they it was on a blitz, but the like you say, the linebackers and our DBs stayed where they're supposed to be.
Braden Hawley goes back to kick again on a 4th down and 12.
Whoa.
High snap and slow snap, but he gets it off. Very high kick, but short.
Get away.
It's going to come down around the 35 and takes a Grove bounce
Well, it did, didn't it?
all the way to the
okay.
Tiger 25, and right on the 25, it stopped and pirouetted straight up and
It
went
did.
down.
Didn't it?
2:18 to go in this first quarter. 7-0 Salem Tigers. Garrett Connell 4-yard run. We appreciate all of you joining us on KSMO Media. We hope you enjoy the game tonight, and we'll be at Mountain View next week. More SCA football. More SCA football. You bet. You know, it's hard to believe, though, that the regular season is starting to get to that winding down part.
You're getting close, huh?
Getting close.
Gonna start that outside the 25, Stan, just outside.
Cobbin wide to the left. Haven wide to the right. Tigers stay in that I formation as Connell will go back under center. Tigers strong to the right side.
Oop.
Connell will keep it himself. That ball almost came out of there.
Careful
Rick.
there, guys.
That was not what we really wanted to see. A short gain of 1 by Connell.
A quick decision there. Looked like Luke wasn't for sure, Stan, if he was supposed to take that ball or Garrett was supposed to pull it. And it was almost a mix-up in the backfield.
You always remember years ago, Rick, when we did the option football and the quarterback would actually stick the ball in the gut and then pull it back out.
Yeah, and you had to know what he was doing.
Right, and the runner had to keep his hands open to allow the quarterback to take it out. So that was very similar to reminiscent maybe of those days, but not as smooth as that triple option. Barton, a single setback as Connell gets it. He wants to run to the left side, but now decides he's going to run up the middle, and he'll get a nice gain, Rick. Very close to a first down.
I think he's going to have it, Stan.
I think he does. I think he gets to 36, and that's a gain of about 7, and I'll make that 10 and a first down.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Gotcha.
4th first down of this first quarter for the Salem Tigers.
Wow, we're only down to a minute,
Panthers.
Stan. Yeah, in the first quarter left. Wow.
Senior night here at Bill Schuchart Stadium. A lot of seniors on the Salem Tiger football team.
Would you count 18?
I think it's 18.
Did
Rick.
you count 18? I wasn't counting them. I was watching it, but I didn't count them. Yeah.
Yeah, we had one of the seniors bring the calendar by, and he was talking about it. I said, it's going to be a big night. A little misdirection. There goes Barton off the left side, still on his feet.
Good job.
He'll gain about 7. Boy, he was almost there. Couldn't break the tackle.
That one. Yeah.
And I believe stopping him was Bryce Stenzel, and if Bryce doesn't take him down, Rick, he's gone.
Yeah, and like I say, if he could have got by that one and got to the outside, there was a lot of green on the outside.
Everybody went to the right except Mr. Jimmy Barton, and he went to his left on the handoff.
If you guys go over there, I'm going over here.
And Mountain Grove bid on it a little bit, followed the line, and the runner wasn't there. Second down, we'll call it a long 3 as Kaufman goes wide to the left. Again, Salem in the I formation. They've had some success today in that I formation.
Yep.
Connell can't hand that off to Barton, and he'll get the first. Well, I may have talked a little early. He's really close to it. Looked like he was going to get it. And we'll have to see where they spot the ball. But the first quarter has come to an end with a score. Salem 7 and Mountain Grove nothing as they try and figure out where the ball goes. We will take a 1-minute break and come back. Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hometown Processing can do custom processing of beef, hogs, lambs, goats, and other large animals. At Hometown Processing, they strive to provide you with the finest, freshest meats and processing at the best possible prices. They are proudly hometown owned. Hometown Processing is located at 3450 West Highway 32 in Salem, or call them at 729-7278. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5:30 and Saturday by appointment only. As we get ready to start the second quarter, they did a measurement to end the first quarter, and the Tigers got that first down by a hair.
Our chain gang's going the wrong way, Stan.
Yeah, they are going the wrong way, but they'll figure it all out.
Okay.
Rick, just give them a minute.
Well, the guy with the first down marker, he's good. They're still wrong. There we go. Come on.
They'll get it. They'll get it here.
All righty, here we go.
Well, they should have. They had it done, and as soon as they meant, they should have turned them. Still left it there and turned the other way, right?
There you go.
Would that have made sense?
That would make sense.
All right, 1st and 10. That handoff to Barton. Barton is going to get taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 Mountain Grove Panthers read that play very well. The first one, number 71, Jacob Norman. He was back there. He cut off that play, and Barton tried to avoid him, but there was no avoiding him. He got a hold of him and helped bring him down. They didn't catch the number of the other Mountain Grove Panther from the other side, but a loss of 1. So second down, call it 11. Brandon Rogers, their coach, I'm sure had a little discussion there at the end of that first quarter, Rick. Of course, Rogers, a former Mountain Grove alumni.
Yeah, true. That is true.
I believe he was their quarterback, if I'm not mistaken, or a running back, one of the two,
Seemed
or
like-
maybe
like I say,
maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, and he is, like I say, he is a new head coach down there. Like I say, he took over the program this year.
Brandon's a good guy. So
yeah, he is.
we wish him the best. Here's Connell keeping it on his safe, right up the middle. And he's going to get about 4, and then he gets hauled down by a couple of just hosses out there. A couple big boys out there. Hunter Means grabbed him and threw him down number 57. He was helped out on the backside by number 84, and that is Dakota Volner. So they both got a hold of Connell that time and kept him from getting too much momentum. It'll be 3rd down and about 8. Tigers faced with their first third and long of the game.
Yeah.
3rd and long being like 3rd and almost 10.
Yeah. But I mean, like you say, I mean that's a pretty good distance in high school, like you say. You know, especially like you say with they got second on the board, but it is 3rd down and 8 to go here for the Tigers.
Kaufman wide to the right. Tigers have Haven wide to the left. Back to throw. Connell rolls, fires that ball deep down the field, and it is just incomplete. Intended out there for Kaufman. He almost got to it.
Yeah, he did.
He had very good coverage out there by number 21, Holland Glenn. He was right with him step for step, but Kaufman was about a step behind him.
Yeah.
And just couldn't make connection. Yeah, just couldn't make connections.
Yeah, Garrett had to let that ball go a little bit earlier. If he had been able to maybe make one more step to be able to complete that, he might have nailed that one.
Well, one thing about Garrett, he throws the ball hard, Rick. Not a lot of air underneath it.
No, it's what he's got.
Yeah, that's a line drive. Tigers are going for it on 4th down. Now they're going to drop back.
Yeah, Oh, timeout.
And timeout called by Mountain Grove. So Connell went out there. They weren't ready for fourth down. They burned a timeout on 4th and 8. And we'll take a break. 10:14 to go first half. 7-0 Salem Tigers. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital is a full-service hospital that features a 24/7 emergency room and a family clinic with several providers for all of your primary care needs. The Salem Hospital has been diligently addressing community needs by expanding their physical and occupational therapy facility and adding a new state-of-the-art 3D mammography machine, as well as a sleep disorder center. Salem Memorial District Hospital, your first choice for local, high-quality health care at an affordable price. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
The Salem Tigers faced with a 4th and about 9, and it looks like they may go for it here, Rick.
Let's see what they do this time. And Garrett looked like they was going to go for it the last time, and then Garrett
Now Garrett will back up a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's still a quarterback, and he can still throw. Instead, he'll do a little pooch kick it out there, and he'll drive Mount Grove deep. And takes a good Tiger bounce. Stop at the 3-yard line.
Nice job, Garrett.
Nice punt by Connell. That ball goes 48 yards and dies at about the 2.
Got a good hop out of that one.
He did. As he lined up, the Tigers watched Gus McPherson back up, but Gus couldn't do anything about that bounce.
Yeah, he had to kind of let that one go, Stan. I think that that was a smart move on his part, except for, like you say, where the ball ended up.
So Tyson Elliott and the Mountain Grove Panthers are going to be buried deep in their own zone. Hellebusch back with him, standing in the end zone. Snap is back. He wants to throw. Looking, fires it out, and it's incomplete. And a flag goes down on a late bump by the Salem Tigers. That ball is actually overthrown, Rick. I'm surprised the flag went down.
Yeah, and it went down early, didn't it? Yeah. Called pass interference against the Tigers.
The pass was a good, 2 feet over his head, but in high school, they don't care.
Yeah.
So a 10-yard penalty. It takes Mountain Grove out of the hole.
Yeah.
And gives them a first down and 10 from the 11-yard line.
What? How'd they move it? Wow. Wow, Stan, that was 15-yarder.
Well,
I mean, that's what they moved it almost, wasn't it?
It is, it is. Yeah. Handoff up the middle and trying to find a little bit of running room and getting out to the 25-yard line. Running that ball for Mountain Grove was Holland Glenn. Actually, I think that was Trenton
Bevan. You're right, Stan, it was.
I only saw the 2, Rick. I hadn't seen
it. Was 9.
Even in the warm-up, I hadn't seen Bevan run the ball. So that was a little bit surprising, but he's in the backfield right now along with Tyson Elliott. Elliott on the inside handoff to Glenn. This time he's got a lot of running room to the outside. Gets a good block and a great tackle from behind by the Salem Tigers. Laying out and making that play was Campbell. Boy, he got him around the ankles, wouldn't let him go, and a gain of a yard.
Good thing Luke got a hold of him, Stan. Wow.
There's a lot of green out there, Rick. It should bring – was there a flag down? There is a flag down back in the backfield.
Yep.
Did not see that one back there. I was watching the runner. Yep. This is not even close to the
that's back
play.
That's not even –
It's going to be against Mountain Grove, and it'll
be a hold?
Looks like at least that's only 5 yards.
Yeah, they only moved it 5, didn't they?
They did. Legal man downfield?
Illegal shift, Stan.
Illegal shift.
Yep.
Okay. I never did see it.
I didn't see Jim, or drop that, but he did. Yep.
Like you know this guy. Jim. Back to throw Elliott, looking deep, fires it deep, and the ball's overthrown. Incomplete. Way overthrown. Out there deep for Mountain Grove, wearing number 12, Jason Dowden. So we're getting to see some different guys start.
Yeah, we're starting to see some
start entering the game already, Rick. And so when we watch the warm-ups, we like to see usually who they're going to go to. And some of these guys, to be honest with you, I never saw them in the plays.
Maybe Coach Rogers is maybe kind of sending a little message, huh?
Oh, he might be. Trenton Bevan checks out of the game, and they're going to go with Hellebush back in the backfield.
Hellebush.
4 receivers, 2 by 2. Tigers trying to get in there on the blitz. They do rush him, and the throw is across the middle and caught very close to the first down. I believe they're going to get it, and then a flag goes in late. Stenzel caught it right near that first down marker, but flag went in late.
I didn't see anything, like you say, unless there was there a targeting? I didn't see anything,
I couldn't
Stan.
tell you, Rick. It's going to be personal foul on Salem somewhere in the middle of the field, Rick. So it's going to end up being a first down. Again, it looked like right of 9 yards.
I'm going to go 9.
And then 15
flag.
more.
Yeah. I did not see it, Stan. I seen the flag come in, but I did not see the infraction.
Well, I didn't either, Rick, and that was kind of in between where he caught the ball and where he went down. So another first down for Mountain Grove, their third, but puts them at the 43-yard line of the Panthers. 8:58 to go in the first half. 7-0 Salem Tigers. Probably haven't told you that in a while.
Yeah.
Garrett Connell on the Tigers' first possession, going in from 4 yards out. Mountain Grove with the ball right now on their drive that started at the 2-yard line. Elliott gets a hand off to Bevan back in the game, and Bevan trying to work his way through, gets just thrown back by the Tigers. He would not go down, but he got about 3. He'll get across to the 46-yard line. Robertson was the one, I think, hitting him first and slowing him down. Tigers got a little help there also from Mr. Travis Fulton.
Yep.
Couldn't bring Bevan down, but he
just
he
kind of
was
held
stopped.
him up. Yep.
Vaughn wide to the left side. Again, double slot back. Trying that handoff again, that inside handoff. And Connell absolutely stands up the Panther.
Wow.
Nowhere to go.
Hellebush didn't make nowhere, did he?
Hellebush
Wow.
was absolutely just stood up. A gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Ooh-wee.
Actually, a gain of 2. They're going to move him back to the 43-yard line, so 3rd and 5.
Wow, he kind of come up in the hole and met him head on, didn't he?
Hellebush was looking to make a deke, and he didn't have a chance. He got stood right up.
Wow.
So Hellebush in that slot to the left. Vaughn wide to the left. Bevan in the backfield along with Elliott.
He's all right.
And the Tigers.
Why? He didn't go across the line.
These officials, Rick, if you move on that defensive line, which you can do, they're way too early to judge it and call it.
Wow.
And we have seen that all year long. They have, as soon as they make a movement, like they can't move, and I think that's just the education right now, Rick, of these officials. It's just not there. Defense can move around all they want.
Yeah, because like I say, I mean, you seen the same thing I did because we're pretty well on the line, and I did not see any Salem Tiger go over the line.
He was actually coming up from a blitz, so I don't believe he ever got over the line.
I don't either.
But again, I'll say this: he's standing there right on the line.
Yep.
I am not. I'm pretty close, but I'm not on the line. So it'll be 3rd down and 1.
He's going to call it a first down, Stan.
How could it be the first down? It was 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to question.
Wow.
We know Jim.
He's one of the old referees that remembers Bill
old
Peach.
Style, you bet. All right, first down for Mountain Grove. They've got help from a couple Salem Tiger penalties here. Elliott, Hellebush will hand it off. He's got some room on the right side. He gets through that one hole, goes down the sideline, will get out of bounds near the 35-yard line of Salem. A gain of about 12, maybe 13. They're going to mark him right at the 45, so it'll be a 12-yard gain, a first down. The Panthers now 5th of this first half. Clock continues to run halfway through this second quarter. Ball in Salem Tiger territory at the 35. So a couple of tough personal foul calls. One on a pass interference, which nowhere near. Ball was not catchable. Jay Stoughton back in there wide to the left side. Can they give it off?
Ooh.
Oh,
flag out.
Oh, flag came out.
I think they moved a little quick, Stan.
Yep. Give that ball off to Glenn, and he just handed it to the official. Little quick movement.
Yep.
So Mountain Grove will be called for the false start. They'll move them back 5 to the 40-yard line. Since first half action, Salem took their first drive all the way down the field. 4 touchdowns.
He marked off 6.
Don't ask, Rick. They owed us one. From the well, they did.
I agree with you. Yeah, that was a 6-yard penalty. Put that one down.
First and 16. I'm serious.
It is what it is.
That's exactly what they did. They moved the ball back to the 41. All right. In motion, back to throw. Elliott tries that screen. Dumps it off, and the Salem Tigers read it. I think
nice
that's
job,
Fulton
Mr.
right
Fulton.
to that.
Yeah, nice job.
Travis sat right there. He took him down quickly. No gain and a loss of a bunch.
Woo, Stan.
About 8. So bring up second down from the 48. They need to get to the 25. That's 23 yards.
Wow.
Yeah, they set
Mr.
that
Fulton
screen
read
up.
that one, didn't he?
They set that screen up deep, Rick.
Wow, it was deep.
And Salem read it. They bring Bevan back in. Coming out of the ball game is Braden Hawley. I believe that's how it's said. Down and wide to the left side. They swap the slot man, and now a flag goes down again.
Timeout.
And a timeout called by Mountain Grove coach Brandon Rogers with 5:41 to go in the half. Still, Salem Tigers 7, Mountain Grove nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At K&H Auto Supply, they have a Power Torque 9-piece 3/8-inch drive deep socket set priced at $19.99. True Fuel Premix 2 Cycle Fuel, get 2 for $12.98. And WD-40 Penetrating Lubricant, it's $4.49. K&H Auto Supply, 700 South Main Street in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
All right, second down and a quarter of the football field for Mountain Grove, 23. Ball right at the 48-yard line of the Salem Tigers. They need to get to the 25 for their first down. They put 2 receivers on each side for the Panthers. Hellebush, the single setback, along with Elliott, who wants to throw. Fires the ball across the middle, coming from side to side, and getting a big run, and down that first down, down the sideline, and Glenn gets all the way into Salem Tiger territory deep, all the way from the 48-yard line on that crossing pattern. He'll get down to almost the 15. Wow. That's a 33-yard gain and a first down for Mountain Grove.
Wow.
Tigers had linebackers there, but they were flat-footed, Rick, and Glenn ran right past them.
Run right by him. Yep.
Yeah, you can't stand there and think he's going to run at you, and he didn't.
You got to go get him. Yeah.
So just a little down and in, and paid off for the Mountain Grove Panthers. Hellebush in the single setback. He gets the handoff. He breaks one tackle, gets hit, and gets knocked down as he crosses the 15 to about the 14. Gain of 2. Robertson knocked him down. Didn't really tackle him, just hit him straight on and just knocked him down. Robertson has really played well this year.
Yeah, he has.
Had to miss a game, but he really has.
He's played well.
He's really developed this year.
Yeah, he has.
A lot. Become one of the top leading tacklers for the Salem Tigers.
Flag down, Stan. Far side.
I saw it go down, Rick, but I didn't even see anybody get set.
Yeah, we wasn't even set yet.
Too many men on the field? Did he actually show anything yet?
No, now he is. Huh. I didn't see us even get set yet for a motion penalty, but that's what they called.
That is what they called, Rick. Yep. But you're right.
I never saw him get set yet. No. Yeah.
They're still standing up, and they started to go down.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, not going to comment. Flip pass tipped and almost intercepted. Tigers got their hands on it, and Connell almost picked it off.
Hunter,
believe
was that Hunter Shaw that got his tip?
I don't know if it was him or Gover. I wasn't sure which one.
One of them, both of them were there. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who knocked it up in the air, but one of them tipped it up.
It was one of those two. Yeah.
Trying that little short pass, just a little slant.
Got their paw up and almost intercepted.
Almost. Ball just didn't hang in the air long enough. Had it been another 2 feet higher, I think Connell would have picked it off.
Yeah.
Elliott on 3rd down and 12. Gets it, drops back, looks far in the corner, down that way and up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Mountain Grove. Good catch out there in that corner by Bryce Stenzel, right in the corner. Flag is down.
Yeah.
But is it offensive pass interference or defensive pass interference?
Because it looked like that Colin had good coverage to me, Stan.
Let us see. I believe it's going to be good.
No.
Offensive pass interference.
Must have pushed the off stand to make the catch.
Get up.
Yeah.
So that ball will come back. No touchdown. That's a heck of a catch by Stenzel, though, still in the corner.
Because Colin was right in front of him, like you say, unless he shoved him in the back as the ball was coming, and that's exactly what the referee seen.
Now theirs is only, they moved it 15 yards back, Rick.
I'm not going to count it anymore, Stan.
Okay.
All righty.
Ball moved back to the 33-yard line, so take the points off the board. Wow, that hurts.
Wow.
Stenzel had a heck of a catch in that corner. But like you said, Haven was right with him.
He was right in front of him, yeah. It looked like that Colin was going to make the interception there, and the next thing we seen was over his head. And
so maybe he pushed him,
he might have shoved
and
him.
He couldn't catch the ball.
Yeah.
So 2-by-2 on the receiving core. Back is Elliott to throw. Again, fires that ball out. It is complete. And Glenn trying to get out of bounds. Gets to the 22. It'll bring up 4th down and about 15. They need to get down. Well, I'll see where they spot them for. I see where they need to get to. They need to get down to about the 6. So bring up 4th down. Let's call it 16. So 4th, and we're going to call it 16.
Yeah.
From the 22, they're going for it here. 7-0 Salem Tigers. Elliott back to throw. Looking, fires that ball across the middle. Tipped and intercepted by the Salem Tigers. And getting that ball and bringing it down into the middle of the field for Salem. On that tip, nice play by the Salem Tigers tip, but they read it. Coming up with the interception was Josh Owen. And Owen with the interception on 4th down. And Rick, ball was tipped out of the hands, I believe, of Glenn and right into Owen.
Yep.
Who was coming up from his safety position.
Yeah, he was coming up, like you say, to help on the tackle stand, but he thought, oh, here comes the ball. I might as well take it instead of making the tackle.
First turnover of the game puts the ball in Salem Tigers' hands at their own 23-yard line. So a nice stand by the Salem Tigers as Connell and the Tigers are now on offense. Hand off to Jimmy Barton, trying to find a little running room to the outside, and Barton gets across the 25 to about the 27, a gain of maybe 3 or 4. Depends on the spot once they untangled everybody.
True.
Just a little run off the right side. Jimmy gets 4.
Okay.
2nd down, 6 yards to go. Ball at the 27-yard line. So a nice defensive stand in this fast-moving SCA game. And we have had some hits in this game. Man. Whew. There's some big boys out there.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah.
Barton, the deep man. Campbell, the up man, as Connell will go under center. Fakes it, and he's in trouble. Gets away from it. Connell still on his feet to the right side. It's a 1st down and more. Boy, he was in a heap load of trouble.
He had to get out of there, Stan.
And he gains about 10.
Wow.
And I make it 9 regular. Put him down at the 36-yard line.
Yeah. You're right. So he had to get out of there. Yeah, there was a lot of heat on him on both sides.
Two Panthers were scratching at him, and I can tell you that much.
Yep.
And he somehow was able to slide between them and then was able to dodge the next would-be tackler diving at his feet, and he was able to get 8 or 9 right there in that vicinity for the 1st down. Tigers with 2 receivers to the left. Connell in the gun. wants to roll. Now sets it up, fires it out, and the ball is tipped and caught by the Tigers. Campbell, right at the 40-yard line, gets pushed out of bounds for another Tiger first down. Campbell tipped it to himself and then brings it down and goes out of bounds at the 45. I'm sorry, at the 50-yard line,
50,
excuse me.
We're going to put 49, Stan.
Well, 49, Rick. A gain of 14.
Gotcha.
And another first down for the Salem Tigers. What a nice play by Campbell.
he
Couldn't really bring it in, tipped it to himself.
Didn't lose the concentration, did he?
No, he did not. And right against the sideline, able to bring it in and move up a couple extra yards and got the first down. Heck of a pass by Connell. Only Campbell could touch that ball. Of course, once you tip it up in the air, that becomes fodder for anybody. Again in the gun. The Tigers go back. Connell rolling to his right, being chased from behind. Stops, fires it down the middle of the field, and the ball is going to be intercepted by Mountain Grove. That was not a good play.
No.
I think he was trying to throw it back across his body to Haven. It was picked off there by Vaughn, and that'll be at the 21-yard line, and Vaughn is down.
Is he down?
Yes, he is, with 2:10 to go here, and they were working on him over here, I believe, with some cramps, Rick.
Okay. Hopefully the young man is okay.
Connell running to his right, tried to throw back across the field. That's not usually a high percentage play, and in this case it was not either, as Vaughn was able to go up and pick that one up. So Drew Vaughn with the interception here in the second quarter with 2:10 to go. Sometimes that's one of the things about Garrett Connell, Rick. He sees somebody down the field. He's got the arm to get it there. Yeah. But sometimes when your body's going one direction, you just don't have enough arm strength to get it to him without leaving that ball with a little bit too much air underneath. In this case, that was the case.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
what happened.
He rolling that way, and then, like you say, having to turn and throw that like he did, Stan. That was an ill-advised, I will say, pass there.
And the Tigers have been moving the ball, so there really was no reason to try and make that long throw. You have a lot of time left in half.
Yeah.
And you still got all your timeouts.
True.
Salem does. Mountain Grove has just one left to go. But they have the ball right now at their own 21. 7-0 Salem Tigers. The only scorer came back in the first quarter on a Garrett Connell 4-yard run.
That's it.
This has been a pretty disciplined game, but
really quick pace first half, huh?
But even with that, Rick, we've seen some unusual penalties.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Including an offensive pass interference. You don't see that called in high school very often. Bevan comes back in for Mountain Grove. I believe they're going to call their third timeout. They could not get things straightened out. And so Mountain Grove, trailing up by 7, calls timeout here in the second quarter with 2:10 remaining. We'll come back in 30 seconds. 7-0 Salem. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do. And for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. And if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Senior night here at Salem High School. Stan Stevens, Rick Hoyt bringing you here. Final home game of the regular season for the Salem Tigers.
Wow.
Might be the last time you see them this year, Rick, because the way districts are, you've got to be in the upper echelon, and there's only 7 teams in the Salem in the district for Salem, so the top one gets a bye.
They don't have to do
harder.
nothing.
No, they don't have to do anything. Elliott on a long snap, keeps it. Once the fire it out does, it's complete. Tigers gave a little bit too much running room out there, and Vaughn takes it down. Haven comes up and gets him, but it's a gain of 7. That's
too easy.
A little bit too much room.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Of course, in high school football, remember when you get a first down, the clock does stop.
Yep.
Until they can move the chains, and then they'll restart it.
Restart it.
And right now the clock is running, and they only got 7. Second down, 3. Elliott gets it. Well, hand that ball off, and here's Hellebush, and Hellebush will get the first down across the 35, and they have no timeouts. Now the clock will stop at 1:33 to go. Of course, Mountain Grove can spike it, but they go back in a huddle. And the officials start the clock. So they didn't lose many seconds there. 2-by-2 in the pattern. Elliott goes back to throw, fires it out quickly. Caught
Nice
it,
job.
hammered.
Nice job.
Just hammered.
Nice job.
On the outside as Glenn brought it down, and he tasted earth right away.
Yep.
Barton got him down, but it's still a gain of 4, bring up 2nd down and 6 with a minute now left to go in this first half. Back to throw Elliott. Tigers get a little bit of pressure, fires across the middle. It's caught. Tigers backed off there and allowed that first down across the 50. That'll be a gain of 16. And first down for Mountain Grove. But the Tigers backed up a little bit there, Rick. Kind of conceded the pass.
Yeah. Got to come up a little bit.
They need to be a little bit more aggressive here. 45 seconds to go. Elliott fires it out. Again, the pass is complete. And in the end, another first down for Mountain Grove. Haven backing off a little too far right now. Bringing that one down with Stencil again. And it's 11-yard, almost 11-yard gain.
Okay.
First down for Mountain Grove. That's their 9th. Down to 34 seconds left.
Ooh.
They can't get the chains moved.
Yeah,
chains got tangled.
Yeah, they got tangled up. Yeah.
So the official stopped the clock. Well, that helped out Mountain Grove a little bit.
Sure.
They've restarted now, under 30 seconds. Elliott back to throw again. A little bit of pressure. Steps up, gets away from the tackle, fires it downfield and overthrown. Incomplete. Had a man wide open out there, Rick. And coming across the bottom of that was Gus McPherson. He was hesitated. He was wide open.
Yep. Had a little pressure on him, but he got out of the pressure stand. And when he let that ball go, he didn't have the pressure on him. He had more time, I think, than what he thought.
Well, he had a couple guys right around him, but I think he got away from Rick. I think you're right. I think he had a little bit more time.
Yeah.
But you know, you hear footsteps.
Yeah, you hear it. Yeah.
Hellebush in the backfield. Back to throw Elliott. He gets a little bit of pressure, fires it deep down the sideline. It's overthrown. It goes way out of bounds. With 12 seconds left. We've seen too many halftime scores, Rick. That's what scares me about this. Tigers were a little soft on defense.
Yeah.
You know, you always hear prevent defense prevents nothing.
I agree with you. I do not like prevent defense.
3rd down and 10. Obviously, this is 2-down territory at the Tiger 38. 12 seconds. Probably 2 plays left.
Yeah, you're right.
Elliott fires it out quickly. Getting it out there is Glenn. Glenn trying to get to the outside. He'll run out of bounds to stop the clock at the 30-yard line, but he's short of the first down with 5 seconds left. So, Rick, you got one toss to the end zone on 4th down. Or it could be short of the end zone, but you're going to have to tackle
That's
him.
right.
Gain of 8 yards. Will bring up 4th down.
Should be the last play.
And 2.
Yep. Now he just gonna have to throw it up here, Stan. Like I say, you have to make the tackle if you're going to let that underneath up. You got to make the tackle.
This is where the Tigers. You hope the lineman can get in there and give him some pressure,
Yeah, I'd
so
like
he
to see
just
some
can't
pressure.
look and find somebody and wait for him to get open.
Yeah.
I wonder if Salem's going to burn a timeout here. There's a discussion on the field between officials. I'm really not sure why.
Yeah, I mean, because like you say, yeah, he did run out of bounds, so that did stop the clock.
5 seconds to go in the half. 7-0 Salem Tigers.
Trips left.
Dowden goes wide to the left side. Out there as well as Stencil and Glenn. Elliott back to throw. Has plenty of time. Fires the ball wide open. Caught. Touchdown, Glenn. Glenn got behind the Tigers.
How?
Campbell, he was wide open. And he goes in. And we talked about it, Rick, that halftime bugaboo. And from 30 yards out. The Panthers score with no time left.
Wow. Wow, Stan.
Glenn on the 30-yard pass. And Elliott, well, there was no pressure.
Nobody. Wow.
And nobody near him. And somehow Campbell bit on something. I don't know what he did, but he got caught way upfield. And then when Luke realized it, it was way too late.
Way too late, yeah.
7-6. with the extra point attempt coming by Mountain Grove, but it looks like they're going for 2.
Okay.
Hellebush, single setback. Elliott gets it, gives it to Hellebush. Hellebush is taken down behind the line.
Yeah, nice job.
He didn't get in there, and a good job by the Salem Tigers. I think really making the play, shooting off the line there was Corbin Robertson. Rick again, he shot through and got to his knees. And so the 2-point conversion fails, and the Salem Tigers hold on to the lead at halftime as they have a 7-6 lead. As Mountain Grove with the only points in this second quarter in a very evenly played second quarter, I might add. Each team with 1 turnover, but pretty good job by each team. They each had some good offensive plays. Each time, as I mentioned, each team with a turnover and an interception. But the Tigers, again, surrendering points on the last play of the half.
Yeah, true.
30-yard pass from Elliott to Glenn, and the 2-point conversion fails. 7-6 Salem on top as the teams go to halftime, and we'll regroup and come back out for the second half. Wow, what a pretty good first half.
Pretty good half, wasn't it? Yeah.
Pretty good first half. Yeah. Pretty entertaining game.
Yeah, entertaining game so far. Yeah.
Crowd's getting their money's worth. So we'll come back and give you some stats from this one in the second half as the Salem Marching Blue will come on and perform for this crowd here at halftime. Nice crowd on hand on an absolutely perfect football night here in Salem. Nice crowd from Mount Grove and crowd from Salem here. So thanks for attending, but also thank you for joining us for KSMO Media's coverage of the game, whether it be on radio or streaming with us on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. Thanks for being with us. We'll take a break and come back with stats in the first half. Tiger football on KSMO back in 3 minutes. This is Tiger football on KSMO Radio.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products. History is what makes the Bank of Salem different. We've been a part of this community since 1883, and we're the first bank in Salem, as well as one of the oldest banks in the Ozarks. We pride ourselves in our commitment to this community and make giving back a priority each year through our many donations and volunteer hours. Our employees are your neighbors, friends, and family who strive to make this community we call home the best it can be. Come bank with us at the Bank of Salem and be a part of Dent County history.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Tax season is still a while away, but it's never too early to start tax planning and tax consultation. Let Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters help you start preparing for the upcoming tax year. They also have over 30 years of accounting and payroll experience. Stop by and see Jackie and Beth at Tax Masters today, located at 510 North Main Street in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Welcome back to the Salem High School football field. Stan Stevens and Rick Hoyt with you here. And this halftime, and it's been a very, very good, solid football game. A typical SCA game. Rick, we've seen some big hits on both teams. Some excellent defensive plays, some very good offensive plays.
Yep.
Mountain Grove with a exciting last 35 seconds. We talked about it. Salem has struggled.
Yep.
Going into halftime, and again, they give up a touchdown, but this time they retain the lead, and I guess that's, if there's a key, that might be the key right now, looking at that first half. Both teams played evenly, so 7-6 game is not out of the question.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Like I said, because when you look at these, like I said, we'll go over the stats here in a minute, this was very evenly played. Like you say, the penalties, there was penalties, and like you say, the 2 turnovers, that had 2 interceptions, and, and if you look at the yardage that both teams have gained, yeah, I mean, you can see a 7-6 score, and that's exactly what we've got here in this first half of football. Is the Mountain Salem is leading Mountain Grove, as Mountain Grove tried to go for 2 there, like you say, at the end of the half after they scored. Actually, they had scored earlier, Stan, but they had a offensive pass interference called against them, and that brought took the touchdown off the board. But then they ended up getting one at the end of the half.
I think what I'm watching right now, though, as I'm watching Elliott get a little bit of time back there, Rick, he's doing a good job of finding the open man, and that's one of the things early in the game. The Tigers were getting some pressure on him, and he wasn't able to do that, and he had to throw the ball in a hurry. And I don't know if we were just playing too much prevent defense near the end, too soft.
Yeah.
But anyway, he had time to find the open man, and boy, he found an open man too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and several times in that last drive.
And so you got to give credit where credit's due. But I've never been a proponent of the prevent defense. Just play the defense.
Play the way you played the whole half. Yeah, I agree with you there.
Keep going that way, and then the Tigers kept dropping back to keep them from scoring, and they score anyway. Why? Go ahead and just put pressure on them. But let's go ahead with some stats in the first half. Offensively, Rick, for Mountain Grove.
Yeah, we'll start off with their leading carrier is going to be number 31, Isaiah Helbush, is saying he's got 7 carries for 33 yards. Holland Glenn has got 2 carries for 6 yards, and Trenton Bevanstan, as we've seen him come in the game, he had 2 carries for 9 yards. So they only got 48 yards of rushing in this first half.
But they threw a lot of passes.
Oh, did they put the ball up in the air?
They did. Yeah.
Tyson Elliott put the ball up 18 times, folks. He completed 12 of those passes for 121 yards, and he had 1 INT as the Salem picked him off. So they ended up with 121 yards in the air, 48 on the ground, 169 total yards in this first half.
And Elliott also had that 1 touchdown as well as an interception to Glenn. All right, for Salem, and then, of course, for Mountain Grove also, Rick, they ended up with a total of 9 first downs in that first half. They were held to just 3 for a long time.
Yeah,
and then they had that nice drive prior to the interception when they went for it on 4th down, and then the Tigers came back and threw the interception to give the ball back to them, which allowed them to get their drive to where they scored. But 9 first downs, 1 interception, 4 penalties for 30 yards.
Wow.
Now, how about those Salem Tigers?
Yeah, let's start with Salem Tigers. Garrett Connell is their leading carrier tonight. He's got 7 carries for 49 yards. Jimmy Barton's got 7 carries for 35 yards. Luke Campbell had 1 carry for 7 yards. And so Salem ended up with 91 yards of rushing in this first half.
Okay,
not bad.
That's all right. That's all right. Mountain Grove's very good team.
Sure.
Good, hard to run against. So, that's good.
And Garrett put the ball up, Stan, 5 times. He completed 3 of them for 20 yards with 1 INT. And so we ended up with 111 yards of offense in this first half.
So Tigers, not as much offense as Mountain Grove, but Mountain Grove got a big chunk of that on that last drive, going in for that touchdown right at halftime. So for the Salem Tigers, they finished with 7 first downs, 1 interception, a turnover, and then they had 3 penalties for 35 yards. So yardage-wise on penalties, just about even. Each team had 1 turnover, 7 first downs versus 9, pretty even game. So you look at it and you say, okay, where do we go from here? So while we have just a minute, let's look at the progression of Salem Tigers, okay? COVID, quarantine, start the year. No Jubilee.
Nope.
No Jamboree. Excuse me.
Jamboree.
I'm thinking of basketball now. They have Jubilees. I don't know what the difference is. Anyway, Jamboree, none. First game, none. Go to play St. Clair, you still had kids on quarantine. They hadn't gotten their practice. All right, they hadn't had enough practices in. You got to have 14 practices, according to Mission. So we fell. I think we had like 6 players that were actually practicing again, but didn't have enough.
Yeah.
So they couldn't play in that game against St. Clair, and then we go to Houston. So you look at the progression now. I really see Houston as our first game of the year.
Yep.
And it was their third, actually, our first.
Plus the Jamboree.
Plus the Jamboree, right.
Yeah.
So they have an idea. So you watch the year. Now, yeah, grant you take on some good teams in Thayer and Ava. I thought in the Ava game, I think we started to see the change in the first half. Salem played a very good first half. Yeah, they were down 17-6, and yeah, they gave up a field goal at halftime of 42 yards.
Yeah.
But they played a solid first half. And had they not turned the ball over, Rick, three times, I think, and we were hoping to come out in that second half, Salem would possibly shut down Ava, get the ball back, and then make some plays. It didn't happen.
Right.
And then Ava took advantage of other turnovers and then put the game away.
It's kind of snowballed after that, yeah.
But then we start looking at the games after that. And you start to see the improvement. The Willow Springs game, Tigers really dominated that game against the Bears.
Yeah.
Take them in tonight. They had a great first drive all the way down the field, and they really, I think, surprised Mountain Grove.
Yeah.
And they did on their second possession as well. They got down the field, penalty hurt them, and then just couldn't get it done. But had to punt the ball. But when you look at the progression, the Tiger defense has gotten better, offense has gotten better, and now they're very competitive in this SCA with 2 games left in the regular season. Rick, I can't tell you where this team's going to finish in districts.
Yeah.
Because our district has really 2 outstanding teams.
Yeah.
And then I want to say 5
mediocre, kind of in the middle. Yeah,
so-so
kinda.
teams.
Yeah.
I'll say
Yeah.
so-so teams with records.
With records.
I don't know. Maybe the teams are actually better than they are.
True. That's
but
true.
right now they have so-so records. So it's going to be hard to tell what's going to happen in districts
Who knows?
because nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Yeah, you're right.
But we are at halftime, 7-6 Salem Tigers on top. So we're seeing a lot of improvement in Tigers, and I just hope that continues here in the second half as they take on the Mountain Grove Panthers here at home on senior night. 7-6 Salem on top. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back. We'll give you the scoring from that first half when we return. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Color the flowers. The whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you.
Thank you. There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
We are at halftime here at Salem High School football field. It's called Bill Schuchart Stadium. And here at KSMO Media, we thank you for being with us through the first half. Hope you enjoyed the game. 7-6 Salem on top, and then the scoring went this way. Not a lot of scoring to report in this one. The Tigers on their very first possession. First off, they shut down the Mountain Grove Panthers. Defense came out and did a great job. Mountain Grove was 3 and out. It was quick. They came out throwing the ball, and Tigers were on top of the game. But they got the ball back at their own 35-yard line. Rick, a 65-yard drive. Didn't take them many plays. I believe it was 7, if I'm not mistaken. And then Garrett Connell had a real nice run off the left tackle. A little hesitation, took off, got 25 yards, or I think it was 25 yards to get down to the 4-yard line. He just did the same play.
Yep.
And
So if you didn't do it the first time, I'll do it
he
again.
couldn't stop me the first time. Let's do it again.
again.
So he
Yeah.
did. He got the 4 yards and the touchdown. Gover came on, got that point after. Good to see Bradley drill that one through there. 7-0 Salem Tigers. And stayed that way all the way until the end of the half. Again. But the Tigers really kind of shot themselves in the foot. And it was really hard to see because I thought when Salem got the ball back with 2:10 to go, Rick, I thought they could go down and drive in and score.
We got the interception. Everything was
got
going
the
with
interception,
you.
going the right way. And then Garrett Connell tried to do maybe a little too much.
Yeah.
Tried to throw the ball back across his body, and it was picked off by Mountain Grove. Drew Vaughn made a good interception. I don't think he came back in the game after that.
I don't think so. They were kind of looking a little bit at his shoulder, too, Stan, as he went down, because he come down kind of awkward onto that shoulder.
Yeah, so maybe I didn't see him come back in, but maybe he did, but I didn't see him. Anyway, he made the interception, came down, was injured, got back up, came back in. Mountain Grove had the ball at their own 35-yard line and got just put together a good play. Salem played a little bit soft on defense. They were able to drive down and got the touchdown with no time left on a 4th down pass from the 30-yard line. And that's the one that hurts you, Rick. It's 4th down. It wasn't like he had to make a great play. Good job by Mountain Grove. Don't get nothing wrong with that. But I mean to tell you, Glenn had nobody within 10 yards of him when he caught that ball.
And behind everybody.
And behind everybody.
Oh, boy.
And that was the next pass thing that happened. But, yeah, he got the ball, went in for the touchdown. Mountain Grove decided to go for 2, and good job by Robertson as he cut off Hellebush trying to go from left to right, trying to go in around on the inside, like an inside handoff. Yeah. Didn't work, and the Tigers were able to shut that down. So they lead it here at halftime, 7-6, and Salem will receive the ball in the second half. Rick, your opinion, what do you think Salem needs to do in the second half? To get back to that running game?
Yeah, I'm like you, Stan. I think that we need to go, like you said, go back to the running game, and and let's kind of pan a little bit, look at it a little bit, maybe do some little quick passes. I don't think we need to, like you say, put anything up real deep or anything like that. I think we just need to go back and try to do some ground control, throw some short passes. Then if they start coming up, then try to go deep. But I say, all in all, I think the Salem Tigers did a good job of running the ball. I'd say go back to it.
Mountain Grove comes in with a 4-2 record. They're 3-1 in the SCA. Salem with a 1-3 record in the SCA. And I think if you look at this game by records, Rick, and what the scores were in previous games, you think this is going to be a totally one-sided game. But as we mentioned, the progression of the Salem Tigers getting better every week, and you see that right now in this team. They go to Mountain View next Friday, and, if they can get a win here, hold on and get a win, Rick, in the next 2 games, they could come out of this with a 4-4 record going into district play.
Yeah, and like you say, and especially the way the season started off with basically not being able to play anything. You've got to, you've got to hand it. I mean, these guys may be coming together, and we're hoping they're coming together at the right time.
There you go. All right, we're getting ready to get things underway. Hoyt Matthews to kick it off. Kaufman is deep down the middle at about the 10-yard line. And there's something on the he's at the 35. I thought I hadn't even noticed.
I hadn't even noticed he was on the wrong line too. Yeah,
I just looked down and they're all along the line across the 35.
I thought, what did he do?
Hey, if they want to give us 5 extra yards, I don't see a problem with that. All right, so Matthews to kick it off. Again, Kaufman deep right at the 10-yard line down the middle for the Salem Tigers. I don't think Kaufman's going to kick it that far, and he does not. Tigers pick it up at the 30-yard line and trying to get a little bit of running room.
It's down.
But not a lot out there. Let's bring that ball back for Salem Tigers. Looked like Wyatt Campbell. And of course,
I couldn't tell either. I thought it might have been, but I couldn't get the number either.
So Salem will have pretty decent field position, actually, at their own 37-yard line. I didn't think they'd kick it deep. But
I didn't either.
You never know. So let's see what the Salem Tigers talk about halftime. Come out, Haven wide to the left side. Coven wide to the right. They go back in that I formation, which they had quite a bit of success with early on. Handoff up the middle to Campbell, and Campbell will get across that 40-yard line. A gain of about maybe 4. Depends on the spot. I'm going to give him 4, Rick.
Okay.
Second down, we'll call it 6. Nothing fancy, just a play up the middle, get 3 or 4 or 5 yards.
I like it. Yeah, I like that.
If you get another 4 or 5 yards on second down, you got 3rd and 2. That's very livable.
I like that.
Second down, we'll call it 6 yards to go. Jimmy Barton, the deep man. Luke Campbell, that up man. Give it to Campbell again, and Campbell will pick up about 3. It'll bring up 3rd and about 3. He'll be at near the 44-yard line. Again, nothing fancy right now.
Yep.
Norman with the tackle right there for Mountain Grove. Kid's a big kid, too. They got
He is
some big
big,
boys. Man. He's 245.
Is he?
They've got some beef on that line, on that defensive line. And not only are they big, Rick, but they're pretty agile.
Yeah, they are.
Salem stays at that eye. 3rd, and we're going to call it 3. Hand off to Barton up the middle. Breaks the tackle. Couldn't break the final tackle. Good tackle made there by number 40, and that's Brendan Rogers. And it's going to be 4th down and 2 from the 45. What will Coach Barnes do here? Early in this 3rd quarter, still 10:15 to go. It's a big gamble to go for it here, Rick. It's a short field. Looks like he's going for it, though.
Yep.
Now, Connell dropped back and pooch punted it last time. But he's going
under center now. Yeah.
So 4th down and 2, and Mountain Grove, well, they moved.
Same thing.
But they didn't call the penalty, even though one guy, look, I'm right on the line there, and his head did cross the line. Hand off to Arcano, keeps it himself, and he burrows forward and gets the first down to the 49-yard line.
Woo. He just got to cut in behind everybody, didn't he, Stan?
Well, he faked it, and then I think he actually did get the ball.
Was it Connell?
I think it was Campbell.
Campbell?
Okay. Yeah. Got the first down. But I think Connell helped push him.
I think he was pushing him.
I think he just kind of.
I don't care how you get there, just get there. Yeah.
Well, and I'm thinking the Mountain Grove Panthers were tackling both.
Yeah.
Which allowed them to keep going. So a first down for the Salem Tigers. They'll move the ball right inside the Salem side of the 50. In the gun. Garrett gets it. He'll run it himself and gets hit, bounces off that man, and will get back near the line of scrimmage. I think he'll lose maybe a half yard. Well, he'd have gotten hit for a 4-yard loss, but he got off that tackler, bounced, and got back to the 49. A loss of 1. Let's call it 2nd and 11. Looked like Mountain Grove had a blitz on there, Rick. They were in that backfield fast.
Yeah, you're right. And he took a pretty good shot to bounce off that one, Stan.
So when Salem lined up under center, Rick, they were having success to go back into the gun. And Mountain Grove pinned their ears back and came after him. So Tigers probably need to take note of that. Again, they're in the gun. Bagus Connell again getting some pressure. Stops, fires it deep down the field. Has a man, but he overthrew him. Again, just too much speed and too much oomph on it. No flags down anywhere, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 11. But
lay that ball out there. Yeah.
Yeah, he had Kaufman open down the sideline. Just overthrew him. But now the problem is it's 3rd and 11.
Yep.
So when you get a lost play on the first one, now your 3rd down play is 3rd and a bunch.
Yeah.
Now, if you went for it on 4th and 2 from your own 45, if you can pick up 8 or 9 here, you'll probably go for it again.
Yeah.
So Connell back under center. Barton a single setback. This time he rolls to the outside. He wants to carry it, and he's going to have to outrun a man. He can't do it. Getting him down, number 67 of Mountain Grove, and that is Joshua Mullen. Or 57.
57.
And that is Hunter Means.
Yep.
He caught him from behind and get loss of 2.
Wow.
Put the ball back at a 48-yard line. Actually, loss of 1.
I've seen that.
Well, 1.5. Good ball still on the inside of 49. So wow. I'm not sure Salem can go for this on 4th and 12. So. But they're lining up to do so, Rick. Again, Connell can drop back.
Yeah.
And he does. Just step back a stride or 2. But again, he's still the quarterback.
Whoa.
Snap is high, and Connell can't find it. Ball is picked up by Mountain Grove at the 33-yard line of Salem. It was recovered there by number 36, Gavin Moore, and boy, that hurts.
Oh, boy.
Snap way too high. Connell's a big boy, and to get it over his head, you got to snap it high. And
he got one paw on it, Stan, but it just not enough. That ball was snapped way over his head. Wow.
So now the Tiger defense is to really step up. Ball to Salem Tiger 33-yard line. And Connell then turned. The ball bounced up in the air, Rick. I thought he might see it, but he turned the wrong way.
Yeah, it was behind him. Yeah.
So Elliott in excellent field position, gets it, handing that ball off to Bevan, and Bevan up the middle will take it for about 6. Nothing fancy there. They'll mark that ball down to 27-yard line. So second down, we'll call it about 4. Boy, you hate to see that kind of turnover.
Oh, yeah.
Bevan in the backfield. Coming back, Hellebusch comes back. He's got some room down the sideline. Breaks the tackle, still on his feet, inside the 20 to the 18 off the right side on that same inside handoff. Rick, that's again almost a gain of 10.
Wow.
So they're going to mark him down, I believe,
It
at
is
the
10.
18.
Yeah.
So, yes, gain of 10 and a first down for Mountain Grove. And, boy, you don't give a team like the Panthers that little incentive.
True. Yeah, don't give them any momentum. You're right. Yeah.
Well, I think that third down and 10 play, Rick, I think that was just a tough play to have. Up the middle, Bevan, and Bevan's going to get across the 15, a gain of maybe 5. Bevan really running hard for Mountain Grove. Yep. Again, a gain of 4. They're going to put his knee down right there at just inside the 15 at the 14, before the 14. It's the second down. We'll still call it about 6.
Okay.
6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 7-6 Salem on top of Mountain Grove. Now in the red zone. A little bit early movement, no flags down. Hellebusch has the turns inside, gets away from a tackler, inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. And that'll be another first down and a gain of just about 9. And a first down for the Mountain Grove Panthers and goal to go.
Had him stand, just
let him go.
Let him go.
Just didn't wrap up.
Yeah,
Rick.
didn't wrap up.
Let him go. It was a good spin move by Hellebusch to turn, pirouette. And he's a strong kid.
Yeah, he is.
You got to
get a hard runner. Yep.
You slide out of that tackle, but nobody there to help him out. First and goal at the 6-yard line. They've kept the ball on the ground. Again, Hellebusch right up the middle. He's in for the touchdown. That was pretty easy.
Yeah, that was a big hole there. We've seen that one all the way, Stan. That was a big hole by the Mountain Grove offensive line. That was their they opened that hole up, and I think you could have run through that one, Stan.
Well, that's a possibility, Rick, but I wouldn't have bet my life on it. 5:25 to go here in the third quarter. That was a very short drive by Mountain Grove after the fumble, 33-yard drive. But Rick, they kept the ball on the ground, did nothing fancy.
Pound
the Salem Tigers.
Yep. That's exactly what they done in that drive there.
Well, they're going to go for 2 again.
Okay.
They're up by a 12-7 score. 2 receivers to the left. Hellebusch. They don't do it. They throw an easy pass right into Sensel, and he has it for 2. Boy, they faked it to Hellebusch. The Tiger linebackers froze, and Stencil wide open for the 2-point conversion. Heck of a play.
Yeah.
He just did a little down and in and was wide
open. Yeah. Just throw it out there. He's right there wide open. Wow.
So now 14-7, Mountain Grove on top as they've come back with 2 straight scores. Here, last play of that first half, and then after the bad snap, they go down the field, Rick, and score. And boy, you see that statistic called points off turnovers.
Yeah.
This is the second touchdown they've scored off turnovers. One an interception, and now a bad snap on a punt. So, again, I know Coach Barnes has said we've got to eliminate the turnovers. That one was a gift.
That was like you say. Yeah, that was that was just a bad snap as as Garrett was there, and he got up and done all he could to try to get that bad snap, but he was able to just get a paw on it, and that was about it. And it fell behind him, and it was that was the end of that.
Yeah, like I said, it did bounce up, but he turned the wrong way. Didn't see that, and when he turned back, the ball was behind him.
Yep.
And, Rick, when you look back at it, though, I always had a coach tell me never snap the ball too high.
Yeah.
You can roll it on the ground back there. I can always come up and get it. I can't grow.
Yeah, I can only go so high.
Yeah. Can't go any higher.
No.
Matthews to kick off. Again, a short kick. It's going to come back, though, to Coffin at the 18. Trying to get to the outside. He has a little bit of a block and trying to turn away. Gets thrown down to the 31-yard line. A flag comes down. A little extra incentive there by Mountain Grove to put the tackle on by Brody Shelley.
I wonder if that was a horse collar. I mean,
it might have been. Because he had him around his neck.
It did pull backwards, and I couldn't tell if that's what it was, but it looked like that. It just looked like Caden just kind of just went backwards, like he was horse collar.
Well, Brady Shelley would be the guilty party for Mountain Grove because he's the one that made the tackle and personal foul against Mountain Grove. I have to think that might be it,
Yeah,
Rick,
because he was, like you say, I mean, you could see he's going, and then all at once he's jerked backwards. Yeah.
However, that's not the signal
that
we were
wasn't the
given.
signal we got, no.
But it sure did look like that.
It did look like that.
So the Tigers are benefit off that. First penalty of the second half belongs to the Panthers. They'll move the ball out to the Salem Tiger 47-yard line, so that becomes a pretty good return.
Yep.
So now what do the Tigers do? They showed that they could run the ball.
Yep.
Then they went to the pass, and they struggled. Back under center. Single setback is Barton. Handing it off to Jimmy. He's hammered right as soon as he got the ball. Coming in was Bevan, and he hit him after a 1-yard gain and actually got him off his feet. Wow, what a hit.
It was a good hit.
Maybe 2-yard gain, Rick, to actually give him a little extra, but boy, Jimmy got hammered.
We did.
Tigers were short a player. And they actually sent in Caden Kaufman at the last second to try and get in behind. He came off the bench. Well, Tigers got out there with only 10 men. So a gain of 2, though. We'll take the gain of 2 versus a loss. And second down and 8. Back in the gun. We've got bunch up on right over the tight end on the left side. Handoff and slipping down is Jimmy Barton right when he went to make a cut.
Yeah.
And he'll lose 2 right back to the line of scrimmage. Barton went to cut with the left foot, and he went right out from underneath him. Down he went. Third down, 10 yards to go. That's a bad break.
Yeah, and I think he's seen the hole, and I seen it too, Stan. And when he meant to make that cut because the center was wide open. If he could have got there, he just, like I say, it was one of those deals where feet don't fail me now, and they did.
Yeah, and that's right where the trips were up over the tight end, and they had done a good job blocking downfield, but unfortunately, Barton's feet did not want to cooperate. 3rd and 10. At the Salem Tiger 47-yard line. Back is Connell. Got some time. Now fires the ball out. It is caught by Gover out at 46-yard line of Mountain Grove. It'll bring up a 4th down and 4. Well, you know Salem will go for this.
Yep.
With 3:35 to go here in the third quarter, and the clock is stopped for some reason.
We have a flag on the play, I think, Stan.
You see a flag? I don't even see one, Rick. I'm looking for one. I still don't see a flag. It's on the far side.
I think it's on the far side. There it is, on the far side.
Face mask against Mountain Grove.
That'll give it. So we're going to get the 8-yard catch.
5-yard penalty and a first down for the Salem Tigers.
Yeah, must have been on the tackle, Stan.
No, it had to be, Rick. But I never did see the flag.
Yeah.
Are these flags not as yellow as they used to be?
They used to be. Yeah, that doesn't. Used to they really stood out when they did it. But I'm having a hard trouble like you trying to pick them up.
I mean, if I see it go up, they don't throw it high in the air anymore.
Yeah.
So back in the I formation, Connell keeping on a delay up the middle, bounces off a couple of tacklers, still on his feet, gets out to the 34, maybe.
Looks like
maybe.
It's
a nice gain of about 7.
Okay.
Bring up 2nd and 3. Maybe, it's going to go 7. Just across the 35. Connell, a little bit of a delay run right there. Got the break, followed the block. That's the growth we've seen in Salem this year, especially in Garrett running the ball, following that block. He's done that a lot better here in the last couple of games.
Yeah. Let the block. Don't run in there, like you say. Let the play happen in front of you.
Garrett's a big kid, like to run over people, but it's a lot more fun to go a lot farther.
True.
2nd and 3. In the eye. And that ball off up the middle. The Tigers got the first down as Campbell will get that first down. Nothing fancy, Rick. And that run by Campbell's, that's almost a.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Campbell. Trust me. It's about a 7-yard gain, and it's a first down inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. And Campbell's been running that ball with a consistent 4 to 5 yard gain.
Yep.
.220 and counting here in this third quarter. Salem driving inside the Mountain Grove 30 to the 28. They need to just keep going, Rick.
Yeah, that's what I say. Go back under center and just keep pounding here until they prove they can stop you.
Back in the eye. Connell keeps it himself, and he's not going to get much. And now they stole the ball out of his hands. Did they blow him down?
They must have. Yeah.
They blew it dead. The official blew it dead.
Yeah, the referee, like you say, is standing, like you say, right there where the tackle was made.
Stealing the ball was Colton Allen. He ran all the way down the field, but official blew it dead after a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9 with 1:58 to go. Brandon Rogers out there wanting to know, and he's not happy. Telling the officials there's no reason. When the player's feet are stopped and the forward motion is stopped, forward progress, so you always heard that term.
Yeah.
Well, they can't get started with the white hat talking to the coach on the field.
Wow.
Yet they're putting the ball down. Somebody needs to tell them they're on the field.
Yeah, like you say, once the whistle blows, Stan, you're right. That play is over.
Play's over.
Yeah.
And when they stand there like the official came off the sideline, he's standing there at the position that he saw the ball go to last.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, somebody blew the whistle.
Somebody did, yeah. Because like you say, the white hat never even tried to go and turn to follow the play. I mean, he was walking straight up to the line of scrimmage, where the play ended.
Well, Coach Rogers he might get ejected, Rick. It's hard to get ejected in a high school game, but he's getting in his 2 cents worth. I will say that. But there's nothing you can do after the fact.
True.
Once the whistle blows.
Yeah.
Back in the I formation. Connell rolls, has a man wide open, throws it out there, and it is caught at the 30, 20-yard line. 15, down inside the 10 is Campbell. A first down. It'll be goal to go over the Salem Tigers. All the way from the 28, and they're going to mark him right on the 10-yard line. That's 18 yards and a first down. He had 2 men wide open. Campbell was coming out, and he just was sitting out there all by himself.
Throw me the ball. I'm here.
Exactly. And he had Bradley Gover wide open, too, coming across. He went the short route this time, and Campbell gives him the big yardage. First and goal from the 10. Coppin wide to the right side. Haven wide to the left. Tigers knocking on the door with 1:21 to go here in the third quarter, trying to tie this game up. Throws across. It's too low and incomplete. Intended for Kaufman by Connell. Looked like that ball slid out of his hand.
Did, yeah.
But I'm surprised we didn't try and run it.
I agree with you. Like I say, I'd go back under center and do what you've been doing and doing well.
Been moving the ball pretty well on the ground, and I tell you, Campbell's been getting that like I said, that 3 to 5 yard gain on that play up the middle.
Yeah, that quick burst. I mean,
maybe 2nd and goal, you might do a little slant like that. The 1st and goal, you put yourself down. 2nd and goal from the 10.
Okay,
still pretty far out.
I agree.
Haven wide to the right side. Tigers double up over on the left side. Connell under pressure. Pressure trying to run outside. Fires that ball in the end zone. Off the fingertips of Haven. Incomplete. Guarded out there by Mountain Grove's number 21. And Colin Glenn, he and Haven have been battling all night long.
Yeah. Yeah, Haven was out there, and like I say, he was open, Stan. He just overthrew him a little bit.
He was kind of trying to get away from Holland Glenn and doing a little dance out there. Moving back and forth. He did get open, just the ball a little bit high. Colin's a tall kid, but couldn't bring that one down. So 3rd and goal from the 10. And problem with throwing the passes, like Rick, we're still not close enough to just run now.
Yep.
And so Mountain Grove pinning their ears back. Under center.
Oh.
Inside handoff to Kaufman. Kaufman at the 5. Touchdown!
Oh, they threw a flag on
the flag is down at the 1 or 2 yard line, Rick.
Yeah.
It came in late.
Wow, it came in real late. Real late.
Right at the 2. Kaufman going inside, outside. That usually causes blocks in the back, Rick.
Yep.
And let's see what the call is. It looked like an illegal use of hands against Salem from the 2 yard line. That takes the touchdown off the board. Each team now has lost a touchdown to a penalty and moves the ball back to the 12 yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and goal now from the 12. Gain of 8.
Okay.
With 1:02 to go, 3rd quarter. I really thought the play was going to get messed up when Connell bumped into Barton.
Yeah, I did too.
And then got a nice handoff to, and maybe that messed up Mountain Grove too, because once Kaufman got to the outside.
Yeah, you're right. Once he got there.
Yeah, he was all alone. They go in the I formation. Connell wants to throw, getting chased, fires the ball across the middle, and the ball's intercepted by Mountain Grove again. Coming down the right side, trying to find a little running room, still going down the right side, and finally getting taken out near the 45 yard line. It looked like number 46 picked that off at 45. Or Brandon Rogers picked that off. Excuse me, Rick.
Yeah, it was Rogers, wasn't it?
That's number 40. I had a 4, but I couldn't see another number.
Yeah.
He picked it off at the 3 yard line, returned it all the way out to the 48. Second interception thrown by Connell, and this on a 3rd and goal from the 12. So you take the touchdown off and then turn the ball over. With 37 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Now the defense really has to step up.
Yeah, they've got to shut it down here and try to get the ball back to the offense.
Okay. Tough set of downs there.
Yeah.
Elliott will hand that ball off to Hellebush. Hellebush trying to get to the outside. Good tackle by the Salem Tigers. Coming up making that is Campbell. No, I'm sorry, it's Jimmy Barton with that tackle.
Okay.
And 2 yard gain. And Hellebush slow in getting up, Rick.
The cramp?
It looks like it.
Yep.
I would think it is. Yeah, just sit back and relax a minute, youngster. Not hot by any way, shape, or form, but still warm enough this late in the year to get those cramps. So the second turnover of this half, Rick, and you know Mountain Grove scored on the first one. This one, the Tigers were driving, and Connell tried to thread the needle there, couldn't get it through. Brandon Rogers actually coming from the middle out, stole that ball.
It's like he was, like you say, he was baiting it. Yeah, and like you say, then once Connell turned that ball loose, he just jumped in front and intercepted it.
Well, you can't give a team like Mountain Grove 3 or 4 or 5 chances. Extra in a half.
Extra, yeah.
And Hellebush is okay, gets up, so hopefully just either a spasm or a cramp.
Yep.
And now the Tiger defense really put on the spot here. 26 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Not only do they have to stop Mountain Grove, but they need to give the Salem Tiger offense some decent field position so they don't have to try and go 89, 90 yards.
True.
To try and tie the game. That was the key right there was they had tied the game on a touchdown. The block in the back, or illegal use of hands, I should say, was called, and that negated the touchdown. But the negligence factor, Rick, there is that he was already in the end zone. You didn't need to make the play because the flag came in after the fact.
After the fact, yep.
So, and Kaufman didn't need the help.
No, he didn't. He was going in.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. 2 slots. And a little jostle there by Elliott. Elliott gets thrown down by Connell. And a loss of 2. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 9. High snap, and that does it for 3 quarters of play. It's Mountain Grove 14, Salem Tigers 7. We're going to come back in a minute as we play 3 quarters here at the Bill Schuchart Stadium at SHS Field. Stan Stevens and Rick Hoyt with you here. Back in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We return.
Fourth quarter.
Good SCA game. Mountain Grove with the lead after scoring after the bad snap on the punt. Now they have the ball after the interception down at the 2-yard line, brought back, but now after a lost play, they have it 3rd and almost 10, almost from midfield, right at the 49. The handoff to Bevan, trying to turn to the outside.
Oh.
Tigers get him down after a very short
Ooh.
gain of about 1.5 yards. Man, talk about some guys getting down low and making some tackles.
Somebody
Jimmy Barton got down there. That was
made a pop, didn't
heck
he?
of a tackle.
Wow.
4th down and about 9 still. I'm not sure Mountain Grove won't go for it here, Rick. I think
like
they will.
you. Unless they try to draw us off sides. Yep.
Well, they got to do it twice.
Yeah.
And they
That-
did that.
yeah.
I'm not going to say it didn't. It happened. But they're going to go for it here.
Ooh,
He
quick
might,
pooch.
Well, he might. He might not. He is going to
Yeah.
do a little pooch kick, and that's okay.
Just let it go.
It stops and takes
There
the
we go.
Salem bounce and goes backwards to the
There we go.
31-yard line.
There we go.
So the pooch kick only nets 19 yards.
Yeah. All right.
And so the
Dan.
Salem Tigers will have the ball at their own 32-yard line. And so there's the field position we talked about.
There we
Rick.
go. Yeah. They got to take advantage of it now and put a drive together here and put this in the end zone and try to get this game tied up, or try to take the lead on a 2-point conversion. Let's see what happens.
I'm not sure.
That's
I
your
know-
option.
Well,
Yeah.
I know. Well, extra points have been iffy enough. I think we've converted 1 2-point conversion
I think
all
so.
year.
I think you're right.
So
let's see what happens.
Yep. Hey, we got to get down there.
That's
and
right.
score
Let's
first.
get down
All
here
right,
and
let's
put the
get
ball in the
Cobbin-
end zone.
Cobbin wide to the left side, Haven wide to the right. In the slot goes Campbell. Single setback is Barton. Connell on the option, keeps it himself, trying to get up the middle, and there's nothing there. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. There's just no room.
No room there. Yeah. I thought he was going to pitch that ball, Stan.
And Garrett might be a little shaken up.
A little shaken up.
Yeah, he's a little slow getting up there.
Kind of got twisted in the bottom down there, didn't he?
Well, he did.
Yeah.
As in all honesty, he tried to get away, and then when trying to do so, Hunter Means just kind of spun him around. So he might have gotten his feet planted, Ricky. Now he get a little tweak.
Twist a little bit. A little tweak, yeah.
So the clock continues to click down to 15 seconds on the play clock as Haven goes wide, left side. Coffin wide to the right. They go into I again on 2nd down and still just about 10 yards to go.
Oh.
Connell keeps it himself, and he got hammered. He started up the field, and he got popped there by Colton Allen. I mean popped. He got sent backwards. No gain again, 3rd and 10.
That
wanted to turn and
was
go.
Somebody, like you say, I don't think that, I think either somebody went the wrong way, I think, on that stand. I think he was looking to hand that ball off.
Well, I think so too, Rick. And then when he got back to middle, Colton Allen came up from the strong safety, and I mean, he popped him. Colton Allen's a big kid, man. He's 6 foot, 222.
He brings it, doesn't he?
Yeah, and they have him at linebacker, but he was playing as a strong safety on that play, came all the way up. Now back is Connell to throw. Looking, gets just crushed. Trying to get to the outside, gets to the 40-yard line down the sideline, and will dance out of bounds very close to a first down. Actually, he surpasses the first down, gets out to the 45. I thought he stepped out a little bit earlier, Rick. Is there a flag down there? I cannot
can't see it unless it's in the
there must be a flag right at the 40. I don't know who would be out there because Connell was in front of all his blockers. And they're telling Coach Rogers to get back.
Yeah, they've heard enough. Yeah.
I would think he's already should have gotten a warning that after turning around and making another comment. So another illegal use of hands, Rick. And again, for the Salem Tigers, a costly penalty.
Ooh.
Flag is thrown, I think, at the 38. And the ball was at the 45. It'll get moved back. Or spotting it from where? It's like the 37 or 38-yard line is where they threw the flag. So the Tigers will get the 7-yard gain, Rick, and can walk off 10. Man, oh, man. Third down and 13.
Wow.
Well, Kyle did a good job of getting away, getting the first down, but again, that had to be behind the play, Rick. There was nobody in front of him.
Yeah.
Connell gets it, needs to throw the ball, getting pressure. Pressure, fires the ball deep down the middle of the field, and the Tigers turn the wrong way. I don't know if Connell lost control of the ball or what, but he had Kaufman running down the middle. And I don't think he was trying to go back to Campbell on the other side because the ball was way underthrown.
Wow.
And it'll bring up 4th and long, and the Tigers will have to punt.
Yep.
These penalties have just affected so much of this game. It did for Mountain Grove early. It has for Salem late. That's 2 illegal uses of hands.
Wow.
Right? Tigers will have to punt here. Snap is back. This one's a good snap. The kick's a good kick. Coming back and taking it down is Glenn. Glenn up the middle will get hit. Still on his feet, and it's taken back at the 38-yard line. I don't see any flags down, so we'll move forward. But Mountain Grove has the ball back with 9:18 to go.
Defense got to make another stop here, Stan, to try to get that ball back again.
Well, 2 penalties for legal use of hands, Rick. One down to the 2-yard line that negated a touchdown. This one negates a first down and kills the Tiger drive.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of time left. 9:18 to go. Mountain Grove can use the ground and eat this one up. As Elliott will get it, hand that ball off to Glenn. Glenn gets a big hold to the outside. He turns the corner across midfield. Should have been a flag down on for legal use of hands there, Rick, but there was none. Not that I saw.
No.
And that'll be a gain of about 11 and a first down. Across the 50-yard line. They'll put him down at the 49. But right there, right at the 50-yard line, Rick, the hands came out and grabbed on a Tiger jersey. Right in front of the official standing right there. Of course, I had the B-Knox on him, so really stood out in my eyes. Handoff up the middle to Bevan, who's back in the game. He's been running hard all night long. He'll get across the 45 to the 44, gain of 5. He just took it straight up the gut. Getting in there, making that tackle for the Salem Tigers is Campbell, but a little help up there from Salem Tiger player number 79, Justin Arthur. 2nd and 5, 8:45 and counting. Fourth quarter, 14-7 Mountain Grove. Wide to the right side goes Gus McPherson, I believe that's it. No, that's Josh Dowden going wide to the right. They don't need that. They're going to try and run the ball. And getting a good burst right there is Bevan. He'll go down to about the 38, very close to a first down. I think he's got it. They're going to mark him at 37, give him a gain of 8 and another first down for Mountain Grove. And Rick, they're doing what they need to do now. They're getting the ground game going.
Yeah, that's what they exactly like to do. They're getting the push up front, Stan, and that's kind of opening it up. And, you know, when you start getting on first down, you start getting 5 and 6 at a time. That's, that wears that defense down.
So 1st and 10, ball setting at the 42 of Salem with 8:20 to go, and they're milking the clock for all they can. Mountain Grove up 14-7. They scored all their points, really, from the 0 mark of the first half, and in the first time they had the ball in the second half. Handoff trying to find a little bit of running room. Big hole to the outside. Down the sideline is Holly Glenn, and Holland Glenn gets to the 15-yard line. All the way from the 33 to 15, and they're going to mark him to 16, actually. And so make a 17-yard gain, another Panther first down. Well, Glenn did a nice move. He got that block, and boy, they got that tight end inside, Rick. I'm sorry, tight end. Defensive end stuck inside, and there's no way. When they blocked him inside there, he had all kinds of running room.
He had a big hole there to run through.
Got caught. That's happened to Salem Tiger before from Mountain Grove. They get caught coming to the inside, and all of a sudden they're trying to chase the play down. Back to the middle of the field and getting a good block and getting inside the 10. Wearing number 40 is Brendan Rogers. He's in running for the first time, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Gets down to the 6, and that's a gain of 8, almost 9. Just got a 9-yard gain. And
Wow.
2nd and 1 from the 6 with 7:15 to go. Mountain Grove not putting the ball up right now. They don't need to. Bevan back in the game. He'll get the handoff. Bevan up the middle, still on his feet. Driving, he's in for the touchdown. Bevan scores. Oh, what a heck of a run. He's been running hard all night long.
Wow.
He goes in from 6 yards out, and Mountain Grove goes up 20-0.
Yeah,
Or 20-0, 20-7.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Stan. He exploded through that hole, didn't he? Wow.
Bevan got a good block to get that first down, and then he just continued to drive and the 6-yard run. And Mountain Grove increases their lead to 13. I'm sure they're going to go for 2 here.
Yep.
Bevan is in the backfield. Inside handoff, trying to get to the outside, and the Tigers are going to string it out. They're not going to get it as they gave it to Glenn, and Glenn couldn't get in. You know, when they tried to run that on the 2-point conversion, Rick, Salem handled it pretty easy.
Yeah, strung it out there, didn't they?
So the 2-point conversion fails, but the Tigers are going to need 2 quick scores. They'll get their chance on the ensuing kickoff with 6:53 to go. It's possible.
Yeah, you're right, Stanley. Got to, get a good return here, and then set the offense up, and maybe get a quick score, and hopefully they put the defense back out there. Like I say, they both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts, and so 6:53. That's a long time to go.
Definitely a long time to go, but we'll have to see what the Tigers can do here, Rick, because they keep shooting themselves in the foot right now.
Yeah, they do.
That's something if they get that big play, they've got to maybe get a big run here, not take off too much time, and get that score, and then have to stop Mountain Grove. Unfortunately, I think we'd try and go for an onside kick. I think it would be maybe not the right call, but I think it might be something we might do.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes
because
you got to
it
try.
just depends on how much time's left.
That's
I guess.
true. That's true.
I guess if we score a quick touchdown, we can
Then
kick it off and try
then we
and
can
stop
turn it back over our defense and hopefully make them stop.
But I know we have tried a couple of onside kicks already this year.
Not real successful. And it is hard to do. It's not that
very
easy.
hard to do.
It's not that easy.
But, I mean, it is your only opportunity.
Yeah.
The kick is down. The Tigers will take it at the 18-yard line and trying to come back and sliding and slipping and losing his footing on the field. And then a little extra hootenanny going on out there.
I think he's going.
I believe Coach Brandon Rogers is not happy with him. Wes Drew got out there and he was tangling, and I'm not. I believe the Salem Tiger player was 40. I believe it was Braden Atkinson baited him. They're going to get 15 more yards.
Yeah, they are. They're going to put the Salem Tigers in good field position here to start this drive with 6:50 to go here in the game and down by like I say 13 points.
Maybe Braden challenged his macho. I don't know, Rick, but
he did in the coaching staff. I don't think.
Well, the kid kind of took a little wail at him, and you're not gonna, And when you do it right in front of your own bench, where the coach,
when the coach is standing there looking at you,
makes it kind of rough to explain to the coach. I didn't do it.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure that may not work very well. Tigers in the gun. Connell back, trying to get away. Escapes one man. Has to stop. Fires that ball across the field, and it's going to be tipped and incomplete. Tended out there for Bradley Gover. A flag, I think, is down where Connell is because he got reamed back there by Means. And he's slow in getting
another
up, Rick, and that
15-yarder
might be
stand.
roughing the passer. Means just jacked him as Connell had to straighten up and stop and throw. Means just leveled him. That could have been called targeting, Rick. And
yeah, that's.
Means is going to check out. I don't know if the coach is sending him out right now, but that's a first down for the Salem Tigers, and then moves the ball to Mountain Grove 40. So we talk about doing something quickly here, Rick. Don't want to get anybody hurt to get it down there, but now they're down to 40, so they've gotten 30 yards by penalties free.
And not much time off the clock doing that.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Mr. Means is discussing
what happened out there, I'm sure. Coach Rogers kind of busy right now talking to players, isn't he?
Yeah, true.
From the near side of the field, Connell goes under center, drops back straight, wants to fire the ball, does across the middle. Caught by the Tigers, Kaufman, down to the 25-yard line. That's a first down. Perfectly thrown ball by Connell. And a Grove player is down. Looks like another cramp, Rick.
Another cramp. Okay.
Yeah, they're trying to stretch out his leg. That might be. I'm not. I can't see.
Tell.
Yeah, they're on. Can't see the number. Don't want to guess.
True.
Tigers 13th first down of this game. So looks like McPherson was the one. First and 10. Clock now running again.
Yep.
Tigers taking a long time in that huddle after a player was down, Rick. Got to save every second right
True.
now. Down 20-7. Salem led this game 7-0 for almost the entire first half. Connell again back to throw, looking, fires the same play, almost the same result. And a flag goes down, Rick.
Yep. Another
flag goes
pass
down.
interference. Yep.
From the back judge.
Yep.
He threw it out there. And that should be pass interference as Kaufman dove for the ball, but he was impeded.
Should put it down about, what, the 15?
Well, they've been given 15 yards. Should
I
be
mean,
halfway
should put
to
it down
goal
to
line.
15, though, shouldn't it? Yeah.
Halfway to the goal line. If they're doing 15, it'd be at the 12.5. But the ball is at the 25-yard line. Well, we can certainly thank Mountain Grove for the help.
Wow. Yeah. With no time going off the clock while this is going on. They're at the 13. Looks
So
like
13-yard penalty, yeah. And another first down for Salem. Now 93 yards and penalties for Mountain Grove.
Wow.
Connell back, getting pressure, fires in the end zone, and it is caught.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kaufman.
I was looking for a flag, Rick, because it looked like he kind of pushed off, but no flag down. As Gus McPherson was defending, I kept looking for it to come in late.
I was watching the official, but then he gave the touchdown signal, and I'm having trouble picking up the flags that are on the field anyhow.
From the 13-yard line, the pass from Connell, and Gover in for the point after. DuBois to hold. The snap is back. The kick is up, but it's blocked. It is blocked. Again, a little too long in getting that off. And it's 20-13. So the PAT blocked. And it's a 7-point ball game with still 6:11 to go. Now so Rick, we only used 33 seconds of the clock from the time that they scored for Salem to respond.
And thanks to Mountain Grove on the penalty stand to put that ball down the field like they did. Wow.
So Mountain Grove in that drive gave us 43 yards on penalties.
Wow.
And we had the ball at the 35-yard line.
Wow.
So thank you very much.
Yeah.
2 completions is all we had.
True.
But it's all we needed.
That's all we needed.
So 20-13 with still a lot of time, 6:11 to go. But the Tigers, who have all 3 of their timeouts, will have to go on defense and shut down Mountain Grove. And that is something they have not done in the last couple of drives.
True. Yeah.
So they are going to have to do it. Maybe force a fumble will be good.
Yeah. Because I'm sure we're going to see, like you say, more of that misdirection stuff, as saying as like you was talking about. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that, coming in this drive right here. And the Salem Tigers are going to have to keep watching for that, and somebody's going to have to come up and make a stop.
My only fear, Rick, is that if we continue to just keep concentrating on the run, is that Elliott will drop back and just loft a throw downfield, just leave it up in the air for somebody to go get.
Yep.
So, and they've got the speed to do it. So 2013, 6:11 to go, fourth quarter. Here in this SEA contest next week, Salem will be at Mountain View to take on the Liberty Eagles. That should be another pretty good game. Mountain View, though, not having the season I think they expected.
Yep.
So Haven will kick it off. going deep now. They've changed a little bit there. They've got Gus McPherson now on the right side instead of Vaughn. So Vaughn's not been back in the game since
No,
that
I think
shoulder.
he's,
Right?
yeah, he may have got a stinger, Stan, and he, I'm not for sure. I looked for him on the bench over here a while ago, and I did not see him, but I may have missed him.
Yeah, I don't see him down there. So I just see a kid that's in just dress clothes now. Kid comes down and trying to make the move and going down, slipping down was Jace Dowden. So Jace brings it back to the 30. So they had two different guys back there.
Yep.
Dowden was back there instead of Glenn, and also, they moved back there Gus McPherson. So at the 30-yard line, now Tiger defense needs to step up.
Yep.
Let's see what they can do.
Got to make a stop. Yeah, we got to play real good aggressive defense like we did in that first quarter, Stan, like saying shut them down.
Mountain Grove with 15 first downs, staying with 13 in this game. So Bevan in the backfield. As Elliott will give it to him up the middle. He is hit, but he just keeps moving forward. Boy, he's run a good game. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage and then just carried two more guys with him. Out all the way to the 35-yard line, a gain of 5.
Wow. Salem Tigers had him at the line of scrimmage, Stan, but nice run by Bevan to just keep them legs churning for a 5-yard gain.
Trent's 5'10", 190. He must have some good thick
some
stock
good power
on those legs, man, because he just kept driving.
Yeah, he did.
And they're going to milk this clock down on the play clock as low as they can go.
True.
So 2nd down and 5. Again, Tigers would prefer to shut it down here so they get the ball back in good shape. Elliott on a long snap to hand that ball off and trying to turn that corner is Glenn, and he will come across and get the first down and go out of bounds at about the 43. That'll be enough for a first down, a gain of 8. So Holland Glenn comes around from that inside handoff. Rick gets the first down for Mountain Grove. They're 16th of this game. Up to the 44-yard line of Mountain Grove with 5:15 to go. And, running the ball right here, Rick, they can pretty well eliminate the clock.
Yeah, you got to come up and make stops. I mean, that's what they're. It's Russ running the ball. If you can stop us, stop us. Yeah.
Well, you know what they're going to do. It's not going to be a surprise.
Right.
With a double slot formation, going to be the quarterback himself taking it up. He's going to get 3. Elliott hadn't run much all night long.
That's his second carry, Stan.
Connell got him around the ankles and helped bring him down, but a gain of 3. 2nd down, still 7. And under 5 minutes left. And to see Hellebush out there, I don't think he's feeling very good.
No, I don't think so.
He's trying to stretch out that calf and not having a lot of success, I don't believe. Holding on to the trash can, trying to stretch, and just not loosening up for him. He got that cramp. Elliott on a long count here, just milking that clock down as they watch it go down a little bit lower and lower. Now Mountain Grove's going to burn a timeout with 4:16 to go. They lead this one 20-13 over Salem Tigers. Will come back in 30 seconds. This is Salem Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Hometown Processing can do custom processing of beef, hogs, lambs, goats, and other large animals. At Hometown Processing, they strive to provide you with the finest, freshest meats and processing at the best possible prices. They are proudly hometown owned. Hometown Processing is located at 3450 West Highway 32 in Salem, or call them at 729-7278. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5:30 and Saturday by appointment only.
We're in the 4th quarter. 4:16 remains in the regulation time, Rick.
Yeah.
Regulation time. We haven't said that too much.
We got to make some stops here, Stan, on 2nd down, and then hopefully bring it up to 3rd down and make a stop to see if we can make Mountain Grove punt this ball back to the offense.
Mountain Grove approaching midfield here, the 48-yard line on their side of the 50-yard stripe.
Need a negative play here, Stan.
McPherson. Down wide to the right side. Go in motion, handing that ball back off to Glenn. Glenn stood up at the 50 and then turns forward, and the Tigers throw him down, but the wrong way. And he'll get the first down.
Wow.
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 Well, I give the young man a lot of credit. Travis Fulton pulled him down, but he pulled him back down the wrong way. After the Tigers stood him up at the Salem Tiger 49, but then in tackling him, Fulton pulled him back. He gets the first down. And, boy, that hurt, Rick.
Boy. Yeah, especially like you say, we had him for maybe a 2-yard gain, Bill,
Yeah.
maybe. And then,
And
like you say.
it ends up with a 7 or 8, almost 8-yard gain.
Wow.
And the first down, that's going to cost at least another minute and 45 or 50 seconds before Mountain Grove would have to kick it back. Minimum, unless the Tigers start using timeouts. They give it to Rogers. Rogers gets hit, still on his feet, doesn't get much, maybe a yard. He tried to get to the outside, got cut off, pushed back in. Gover did a good job bringing that play back inside. Didn't make the tackle. I believe for Salem making that tackle was Robertson. And he got some help from somebody else on the backside. Rick, I didn't catch that number. It might have been Justin Arthur.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I think you're right. Like I say, I missed the number too as I was looking at, but then I lost him in there. I thought it could have been Arthur. Yeah.
Second down, 9, 3:10 to go. Fourth quarter, and they are taking this clock down.
Woo.
They are milking that 40 seconds. Little inside out, trying to throw him off with a fake reverse. Tigers didn't bite on it, and they stopped Mountain Grove for a very short game, and they'll burn that timeout as Glenn had the ball.
Okay.
I really thought they were going to go to Bevan right there, Rick.
I did too.
He was right there, and the way he's been running, you would think that they might have thought about that themselves.
Kind of learned a little trick in the backfield there, didn't they? Try to throw the Salem Tigers off, but the defense stand their ground and only give up, just like you say, a 1-yard gain. That caused the Salem Tigers to use a timeout here with 2:51 to go here in this fourth quarter.
Salem did burn a timeout. We're keeping it here. Don't forget, for those on the radio side, Blues hockey, their final preseason game coming up against Columbus. At the conclusion of our game, it's a delayed basis game, so you'll hear it after it's already over, for the most part. Pretty close.
But you can listen to it.
That's right. You hear the Blues game.
That's right.
And then tomorrow, Missouri Tigers take on North Texas. It's their homecoming, I believe.
Is it?
And that will be at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll have that game here on KSMO Radio. And our next media game, Rick, will be next Friday.
Yep.
Next Friday. Next Thursday, we have Lady Tiger volleyball.
That's right. Sorry, so you're going to do volleyball? Okay.
Against the Ava Bears next Thursday, and then next Friday will be at Mountain View.
Come on, guys.
Third down and 8. They need a big stop here. 2:51 to go. Will they put it in the air? Yep. Elliott wants to throw. Fires it down the middle, and it is caught. What a heck of a catch.
Wow, what a catch.
And good enough for the first down. Heck of a catch by Stenzel. He reached out, grabbed that, brought it down. Rick, boy, you can give credit where credit due. A little down and in, and he made the catch. First down with 2:49 to go.
Woo.
Wow.
What a catch.
Ball was on the fingertips. He brought it in, held on to it when he hit the ground. I thought he might lose it.
I did too.
He didn't.
Woo. And he just snatched it out of the air, didn't he? Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Elliott singed that one in there too. So that's a heck of a catch. Clock's running down. First down with the 2:25 now left to go, and the ball at the Salem Tiger 31. Elliott hand that ball off again and trying to find his way through. It's Glenn, breaks a tackle. He's going to go in the end zone for a touchdown. The flag goes down at about the 9. Well, that'll bring that one back. And again, a block downfield from Mountain Grove. It looks like we'll negate that touchdown with 2:15 to go. Boy, Glenn broke that tackle, Rick, and then just was able to hold off a little bit, slow down, and then found the block and went. And maybe because of the illegal block, it might be why he went, but they were talking about it. Heck of a run, though.
It was.
32-yard run if it stands. And they're declining. Okay, it's the first penalty. There's another flag.
Is there
down,
another
Rick,
flag
I
up here,
cannot
Stan?
see it.
I don't see it.
Yeah, it's on the sideline.
Okay.
Holding up at the 30. Well.
Okay.
That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot, so it'll be a gain of 2 and then a 10-yard penalty.
Okay.
$103 yards in penalties for Mountain Grove.
Wow.
Tonight. 103 yards. Wow.
Wow.
That's a lots of penalties. That's a lots of big penalties. All right, 2:15 remains on the clock. And Mountain Grove will have the ball back. First down and about 18 or 19 from the 40-yard line. Elliott will get this one to Bevan up the middle. He's got a hold of the outside, then trying to cut back in. Went the wrong way, in my opinion, but he was able to pick up some good yardage of about 7 yards to bring up second down and 12, but the Salem Tigers will burn a timeout. With a score, Mountain Grove 20 and the Salem Tigers 13. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital is a full-service hospital that features a 24/7 emergency room and a family clinic with several providers for all of your primary care needs. The Salem Hospital has been diligently addressing community needs by expanding their physical and occupational therapy facility and adding a new state-of-the-art 3D mammography machine, as well as a sleep disorder center. Salem Memorial District Hospital, your first choice for local high-quality health care at an affordable price. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
As we return, 1:58 to go, fourth quarter, Mountain Grove with the 7-point lead. They're in the Salem Tiger territory. Salem with one timeout remaining.
True.
1:58 on the clock. And second down and 12. Well, they got a break on the 2 penalties.
True.
But you still got to stop them.
Yep.
And they still got at least 3 more plays they can run.
True.
And Salem can only stop the clock one more time.
Somebody needs to tackle and somebody needs to punch the ball out, Stan.
So Dowden goes wide to the right side. Wide to the left side goes Stenzel. Well, he's made some catches tonight, hasn't he?
Oh.
The snap goes over the head of the quarterback. He goes down, can't really get it. Now does find it at the 48-yard line. Well, we had one bad snap that went the Mountain Grove way. That did not go to Salem way, but had it.
Ooh.
And Salem will burn their last timeout. And it'll bring up third and from the 48. They need to get down to the 22.
Yeah.
Third and 26. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. 20-13, Mountain Grove. You're listening and watching Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At K&H Auto Supply, they have a Power Torque 9-piece 3/8-inch drive deep socket set priced at $19.99. True Fuel Premix 2 Cycle Fuel, get 2 for $12.98. And WD-40 Penetrating Lubricant, it's $4.49. K&H Auto Supply, 700 South Main Street in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
1:53 to go. Salem almost caught that lucky break they needed. The snap by the center went over the head of Elliott, and he got back, and Rick and I are talking. He got a lucky bounce as that ball could have bounced away from him. Almost did.
It almost did, yeah.
But he was able to pull it back in, and we were just thinking, wouldn't that have been fun to see what would have happened with a minute 53 and ball at the 50-yard line. However, it's now third and 26. So the Tigers can shut them down here, Rick.
I'm sure they're going to make their own that play clock down, yeah.
They would have at least a minute left to go.
True.
But they've got to shut them down. You know they're probably still going to run, but you never know. They will run the ball, trying to find his way through and getting taken down right at the 45-yard line. Looks like Bevan.
Okay.
And Bevan will get about 5. And they're going to say he actually got to the 44.
Okay.
But still fourth down and a bunch. And they're going to let that clock weed on down. I'm sure they're going to call timeout right as it gets to the end, Rick, before. I'm sure they're going to punt, try and put Salem deep.
True.
That means it'll be down about 1:05 left to go when Mountain Grove will call timeout. Rogers back in the game. Wonder if he'll do the punting. We just have to wait and see. 20-13, Mountain Grove, they've scored with no time left in the first half, and then they've got 2 touchdowns here in the second half of the game. Salem has scored in each half. And
They're
again,
going to delay a game, Stan.
They're going to just take the delay game.
Wow.
Well, I'll move the ball back 5 yards unless they call timeout.
I didn't see him walk. Like I say, I was looking for the coach to walk over to him, and he did not walk over to him.
No. Now, I don't know. The side judge is calling timeout. It's saying timeout. It is a timeout for Mountain Grove.
I started saying, usually the coach, you're right, Stan. Usually the coach is standing right beside the official, but he was not standing beside him. He was talking to his player and letting the clock go down, and I never did see him signal unless he just told him.
Let's take a 30-second break and return. 1:04 left to go in the fourth quarter. 20-13 Mountain Grove. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
All right, pressure's on now. Tigers for Salem will probably be fielding a pooch kick, I'm sure. There's not a lot of room back there. Ball is at the 44-yard line of Salem. Looks like Brandon Rogers is going to go deep, and he'll probably punt that ball down and try and put Salem deep. But there's still a delay of game penalty, Rick. They didn't get the timeout called in time.
Well, let's just do both. I'm like you. I didn't see the coach, like Coach Rogers, standing next to the official.
Well, Rick, I don't
understand it, but.
Well, maybe you want to go deeper so that he can kick it deep, and he kicks a very short punt toward the sidelines, and it takes a Salem bounce. It bounces back to the 37-yard line, and the Mountain Grove Panthers down it with 54 seconds left to go. Is that a flag down, or is that a marker down?
That's a flag.
That's a pink flag. The punt was horrible and only went 13 yards.
Yeah, if this is against Mountain Grove, I think that Salem would decline this penalty.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't let them kick it again. Yeah. If it is against the Mountain Grove Panthers.
Well, if it's after the snap call, Rick, if it's prior to the snap call, well, then it should never have played it.
They should have never played it. Yeah.
So I don't understand what the Tigers are deciding here. Holding against Mountain Grove, and Salem does decline it.
Okay.
Well, now somebody has to go tell the first down people they have to move.
Go this way.
Yep, here they go. All right, so Salem will have the ball.
All right, here we go, Stan.
Own 37-yard line. No timeouts, 54 seconds.
Here we go.
Remember, the clock stops in high school football on a first down.
Yep.
Then they can spike it to stop it if they have to.
Yep.
Haven wide to the right side. Connell in the gun. Salem trips up on the left. Back is Connell. Fakes one pass. Gets pressure. Throws it deep. And the ball is just overthrown. Intended for Campbell.
Boy, had him, Tan.
Just overthrown. Had he caught that, Rick, he was in.
I think he was in, too. You're right.
They had three guys back there for Mountain Grove, and Campbell got behind all three.
Wow.
However, the ball was just a shade overthrown. But good protection for Connell. Garrett had the time. And when you give him the time, he can throw that ball a long way. 2nd and 10. 49 seconds to go. Mountain Grove, they'll give up something underneath.
Yeah, they will. Yep.
So if Garrett can't find anybody deep,
go underneath. Yep.
Go underneath. Connell back. Gets the pressure, fires it out, and it's juggled and taken down, though, by Owen to the 39. That's not enough. That's just back to the line of scrimmage. 38 seconds and counting. Tigers have to get back to the line of scrimmage and get set. Down to 33. Tigers put Campbell on the right side. And he spikes it. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, when you got 3rd and 10, you really can't spike the ball. You try and get something out of it, but you got nothing. So now you got 4th and a minimum of 10, Rick, to keep the drive going.
Yeah, you've got to convert here, like you say, to to retain the possession here. That's woo.
It would have been better for Owen to drop the ball there to save the time because he was
juggling
it. Yeah, he was juggling it, and he actually lost a yard. Well, he got back to the line of scrimmage, but he would have lost a yard. And we wouldn't have lost anything. We'd been in the same position, but with a few more seconds on the clock. Yeah, you don't want to drop the ball intentionally, but in that case,
maybe needed to.
You're needing the time. All right. I see a blitz coming.
Oh!
And everybody takes off.
Except for the snap.
Except for the ball.
We didn't get the snap. Everybody else went before the snap.
Connell had one count, and the center had another, and that's going to cost them 5 more. So it just makes the job a little bit harder.
Yep.
It's still 4th down in a bunch. Tigers need to get basically the 50-yard line to get a first down. They're on their own 32, and then there's only 27 seconds left.
Now see if they back off, Stan, or if they come with pressure.
Mountain Grove was coming with everybody.
Yeah, they were.
I think they were sending the kitchen sink.
Yep.
Cobbin wide to the right, Haven wide to the left. Connell in the gun, gets it. Pressure coming, he goes outside, he has some time. He needs to do something quickly, fires it downfield, and the ball's overthrown. Incomplete, and a flag goes down. Flag goes down after the throw. I don't know if that's against Mountain Grove or not, Rick, but it went down near a Mountain Grove player at the 30-yard line. Could have been unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't know.
Well, if they picked it up, Stan, or not. Yep.
Must have.
Because they're saying, they're saying Mountain Grove ball.
I guess they are.
Yeah. So we'll take one kneel down here, Stan.
Yep,
that'll do it.
That'll do it. So obviously no flag down. Came down late and picked it back up. And that'll do it. Little knee there by Elliott, and the Mountain Grove Panthers will beat the Salem Tigers here on senior night by a score of 20-13. A pretty good football game, Rick.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Again, the one bugaboo, though, is that halftime touchdown with no time remaining on the clock. 2013, Mountain Grove wins it. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with some stats. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products. History is what makes the Bank of Salem different. We've been a part of this community since 1883, and we're the first bank in Salem, as well as one of the oldest banks in the Ozarks. We pride ourselves in our commitment to this community and make giving back a priority each year through our many donations and volunteer hours. Our employees are your neighbors, friends, and family who strive to make this community we call home the best it can be. Come bank with us at the Bank of Salem and be a part of Dent County history.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
Here at Bill Schuchart Stadium, Salem Tigers lose to the Mountain Grove Panthers in their final regular season home game. That was 20-13. A very good SCA game, hard hitting. Too many turnovers for Salem that cost them. Two turnovers specifically ended up in the end zone, and you see that, and boy, you just hate to see points off turnovers, but that's what really hurt the Salem Tigers. They had 3 turnovers, and Mountain Grove was able to score off 2 of them. And but otherwise, pretty even game all the way through. Salem had 13 first downs. Mountain Grove finished the game with 18 first downs. 3 turnovers, though, for the Salem Tigers. That hurt 2 of those interceptions, and 1 on a bad snap on a punt. And then as Mountain Grove did have 1 interception in the game, they did have a bad snap to their quarterback, but they were able to recover that ball and keep it in play. But penalties for Mountain Grove, 11 penalties for 108 yards. That helped keep Salem in the game. And also Salem, though, they weren't angels out there either. They had 6 penalties for 60 yards. So, but a hard-hitting, typical SCA, whack 'em, smack 'em kind of game out there. And if you like hard-hitting football, you saw some hits in this game. Connell had a couple of hits. Robertson had a couple of big hits for Mountain Grove. They had a couple of big hits from Means. He had a big hit. I remember Colton Allen standing up Connell right there at the line of scrimmage. Rig number 4 for Mountain Grove. He just stood him up. There was some big hits in this game. And a couple of guys got hurt. Drew Vaughn, hope he's going to be okay.
Sure.
I mean, he hurt his shoulder. I believe returning a punt, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Anyway, or maybe on the
on
interception.
the interception.
It might have been the
Yeah.
interception. So he didn't come back in the game that we could tell. And, again, we hope that he's okay. And we did see that Hellebusch was trying to stretch out that calf as he got out and put out of the game. So,
True.
But that hopefully everybody will be fine and
I
get
agree.
back in the contest.
But I tell you what, the one kid that I liked tonight for the Mountain Grove Panthers stand was this Bevan kid. I thought that kid run hard.
He did.
From the start of this game until the end of this game, and I thought, my hats go off to that kid. He didn't have a lot of yardage stand, but I got to hand it to him because he got some very tough yards here tonight.
He did. When Hellebusch started getting cramps and he came in, he did a really good job for him. And Brandon Rogers coming in. And they had some different guys step in and make some big plays for him. They really did. And that's a tribute to their program and Coach Brandon Rogers, who tries to get as many people involved as he possibly can.
And they have a big group. I thought, like you say, they do have a big group.
Good contingent of kids.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a 3-minute break and come back and wrap things up. We've got stats for you and the scoring when we return. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Tax season is still a while away, but it's never too early to start tax planning and tax consultation. Let Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters help you start preparing for the upcoming tax year. They also have over 30 years of accounting and payroll experience. Stop by and see Jackie and Beth at Tax Masters today, located at 510 North Main Street in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Color the flowers.
That's just
The whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
They know room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Salem Tigers fall to Mountain Grove 20-13. They fall to 1-5 on the year, Rick.
Yep.
And again, we've seen the progression of Salem getting better and better and better, but unfortunately tonight a couple of turnovers killed them. They got Mountain Grove Panthers, good football team, come back, take advantage of those, put points on the board. You hate to see that, but then you got to give a lot of credit to the Salem Tigers. Kept fighting all the way to the end, and you know, we were hoping to pull it out. And had he actually the pass been on target to Campbell, he would have been in. And they would have tied him, but that would have been a shock. I mean, the fans would have gone crazy. But overthrew him by about 4 feet. And unfortunately for the Tigers, they come up short in this one, 2013. Stats on this one, Rick? How about Mountain Grove?
Yeah, let's start out with their leading carrier is going to be Isaiah Helbush. Stan, he had 11 carries for 60 yards. Holly Glenn had 8 carries for 56 yards. Trevor Beavis, Stan had 11 carries for 52 yards. Brendan Rogers come in. Stan had a couple of carries for 9 yards, and then Tyson Elliott had 3 carries for -14. So they ended up with 163 yards of rushing on the night.
They threw the ball a lot, especially early.
Yeah, you're right. Like say that they didn't put it up a lot in the second half.
Kept that ball on the ground.
Yeah, they did, because they put the ball up 18 times in the first half, and they only put it up twice in the second half. And
but he completed both, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yeah, he was 14 for 20. On the nightstand he had 136 yards and 1 interception, so they ended up with 299 yards of offense here tonight.
And 1 touchdown and 1 2-point conversion in that as well. Okay. How about for the Salem Tigers?
Yeah, the Salem Tigers, the leading carrier is going to be Garrett Connell. He had 14 carries for 63 yards. Jimmy Barton had 10 carries for 36 yards. Luke Campbell had 5 carries for 25 yards. And Caden Kaufman had 1 carry for 8 yards. So Salem ended up with 132 yards of rushing on the night.
132 yards. How about passing, Rick?
Yeah, in the passing game, Garrett put the ball up 17 times. He completed 8 of those passes, Stan, for 74 yards, and he was picked off twice. And so Salem ended up with 206 yards of total offense on the night.
And 1 TD.
And 1 TD. Yep.
1 TD. All right, so very good. So Tigers offensively, not too bad.
Yeah.
But Mountain Grove a little bit better.
A little better. Yep.
Salem was benefited by Mountain Grove penalties tonight, no doubt about that. 11 penalties for 108 yards, and that's a lot of yards, especially on that drive for the touchdown. They were given a total of 43 free yards.
Wow.
That's a lot of yards to be given free.
Salem
finished with 13 first downs, Mountain Grove at 18. 1 interception by the Salem Tigers against Mountain Grove. Mountain Grove had 2 interceptions against Connell and did recover 1 bad snap fumble. Salem Tigers had 6 penalties for 60 yards in the game. Scoring went this way. Salem got on the board first on a Connell 4-yard run. But the Tigers came out that first drive. Rick, the defense shut down Mountain Grove. The Tigers offense walked down the field, scored. Things were looking really good. And Gover's point after was good, 7-0. And it stayed that way all the way through the first half until the Tigers gave up the ball on an interception with 2:10 left to go in the first half. And Mountain Grove was able to take that back from their own 33-yard line and walk down the field. They scored and missed the 2-point conversion. Trailed 7-6 at halftime. But again, that touchdown came with no time left on the clock. In the third quarter, Mountain Grove held Salem on the opening possession, and I thought that was kind of key, Rick. I thought if Salem came out and could really, and they got a first down on their first set that they had. They looked good coming right out of the gate. Then they changed from the I formation and went to the gun and struggled. They tried to throw the ball, and it didn't work. Had to end up getting the ball back on a little pooch kick. And then the Mountain Grove came all the way back and scored at the 5:15 mark. Hellebush came in on a 6-yard run. Boy, he had a couple of nice runs in that segment. of the game. And then Stencil's 2-point conversion from Elliott. Perfect pass on a little slant. And 2-point conversion made it 14-7 at that time. And then it was 6:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Kind of like the dagger. Mountain Grove was able to just keep wearing down that Tiger defense. And as Rick pointed out, they only threw the ball twice in that second half. But one of those, an incredible catch by Stencil on a 3rd and long, gave him a first down. And then Bevan went in for that 6-yard run. And boy, that made it tough. It was 20-7 at that time. The 2-point conversion failed. Tigers did get a touchdown, though, with 6:11 yet left. So you're thinking they scored a touchdown in 42 seconds after they did, and you only had 2 plays, 2 completions
2 plays.
for Salem in that. Everything else was a penalty.
Everything was given to him.
Yep, given to him. And Kaufman caught the ball in the back corner of the end zone, 13-yard pass from Connell. The point after was blocked, and it was 20-13 at that time, and that's how it ended. 2013. Mountain Grove 5-2, 4-1 in the SCA. Salem 1-5, and they are 1-4 in the SCA. They will be at Mountain View next week on Friday night, 7 o'clock from Liberty Land.
Yep.
We'll be down there bringing it to you here on KSMO Media. Rocky, have a good one. For all of you out there, thank you for joining us on KSMO Media, whether you listen by radio or watching it on KSMO Stream, whether it be on Facebook, YouTube, or on Twitch. We thank you for being with us right here on KSMO Media. For Jim back at the station, for Rick, for Krista, for Stacy, for Ben, I'm not sure if anybody else is here, but I know I'm here.
Who else is here?
And we hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. Blues hockey coming your way next. Preseason game against Columbus right here on KSMO. Have yourselves a great weekend and good night from the Salem High School football field.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports right here on KSMO. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by these fine sponsors: the Salem Memorial District Hospital, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, Duncan Family Chiropractic, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto and Truck Parts, Edward Jones, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Tax Masters, American Family Insurance, Calvin Malone Agent, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Healthy 10th County, Town and Country Insurance, Southtown Furniture, Hometown Processing, and State Farm Insurance, Cameron Irway Agent. Be sure and follow us on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Plus, visit us online at ksmoradio.com for more Salem Tiger Sports right here on KSMO.